Jonathan, would you take us in, please?
Previously on Dark Heresy.
That was a bit like an Arnie accent there for a moment.
Somewhere between Arnie and Stallone.
Oh, Dave, before we start, I know normally you have like some ulterior meaning for your name in Discord, not Discord, in Roll20, but what the fuck has Macaulay Culkin got to do with fuck all, surely?
What's Macaulay Culkin's favourite, biggest...
Home Alone.
Yeah. Several people have been left home alone.
Oh, they can't all be all Home Alone, can they? Either
No.
Home Together or the Home Alone.
I mean...
Can't both, Dave.
I can't say too much, but yeah, you can.
Yeah. Well, you've already told me.
They're all alone. They're all alone
anyway.
in different places.
Ah, fantastic.
I'll worry about that, maybe never, because they might all die off camera. But anyway, 2 hours before Slab and Spring engaged in battle with Mr. Gladstock, Arbiter Karrell Hathard of the 686th Precinct, stationed in Port Gaia, awoke from a rather pleasant dream to the screams of young Spring from somewhere nearby. He leapt out of bed, ready to rush to her aid in his Aquila pattern pyjamas, and fell through the floor. A hole where previously there was no hole had formed in the night, and more alarmingly still, as Karrell lay sprawled on his back in the chamber below his room, he watched as the hole sealed itself closed with a strange, pale, bone-like material. The room Karrell found himself in was dusty. It hadn't been used in some time, and the door was locked. There was a desk and a workbench, a cogitator terminal, some sort of servo arm arrangement thing, and a partially assembled motorbike. There was power to the cogitator, but it was connected to nothing. It was a dumb terminal. And inspecting the desk, Karrell found a pistol. A beautifully made thing it was as well. High quality, painted with a symbol one might find upon a deck of playing cards. Music began to play as he picked the weapon up. Strange music. Music from another time and place. And there were old newsprints here, copies of the Decilium Herald, the city-wide administratum published newspaper. Each featured stories of a man named Anders Gable, a seemingly local legend of an arbiter who, according to these stories, had a track record of going up against overwhelming odds and emerging unscathed. I wonder what became of Arbiter Anders Gable.
Dead.
The oldest of these papers was around 20 years old, and the most recent was dated around a decade ago. He looked to be a young man in the oldest of the pics, maybe in his 20s. He'd be in his 40s by now. I wonder where he could be, what he's up to. But before Karrell had time to ponder this too much, the floor opened up again, dumping him into yet another room. And this room, there was a six-sided table sporting a hollow projector. Karrell found a control panel that seemed to raise and lower the table and the surrounding chairs into the floor. What a strange room, he thought, as the smell of breakfast reached him, and the floor opened up again, dumping him into a small room about 2 meters square. A cell. A blood-stained cell. And he could hear the sounds of violence and shouting. Spring's familiar voice yelled something. There was a gunshot. And Karrell stepped out of the room into the battle against the writhing mass of living metallic worms that calls itself Mr. Gladstock. Slab was hurt, but he resisted Mr. Gladstock's efforts to ensnare him and struck out with his huge, oversized chopper. Pause for Johnny. Canni rushed to the Ogren's aid, cleaving away hundreds of the metal worms with 2 simultaneous strikes. Theranos appeared on the stairwell, hurling a crack grenade into the melee. What foolishness is this? Sergeant Theranos Syrian, born and raised into a military life on the world of Clove, an 8-year PDF veteran who, following a recruitment drive, left his homeworld to fight in the war on Redacted. There, after serving for 5 years, he became a member of the 23rd Drusus Dragoons, a regiment comprised of mixed units from a number of other units. The 23rd's first deployment was the world of Protasia, where, after battling the demonic entity known as the Foul Mind, they were purged almost to a man by the Grey Knights at the instruction of the Inquisitor who led them. But Theranos and his twin brother were spared. They had shown great resistance to the Foul Mind. They could make use of such people in the Inquisition. when the rest of the regiment broke, screaming, clutching their heads, turning their weapons on themselves and their companions, the Syrians had stood firm, fighting back to back, cutting down the demonic thralls, and so Mesmeron had taken them in. Since then, they have both served the Inquisition well. They're well-trained, well-disciplined soldiers that have repeatedly shown great cunning and fearlessness in battle. They aren't the sort of people to execute prisoners for no reason. They aren't the sort of people to hose machine gun fire at a man who they've been tasked with capturing alive. They aren't the sort of people to throw deadly, high-yield anti-armor explosives into close combat when their teammates already have the upper hand. And yet, still, that is what Theranos did. One could be forgiven for thinking that Sergeant Syrian is working against the team. Gladstock was driven off, fleeing into the kitchen, slithering under doors and sliding up and along walls. Slab chased him into the washroom, where it appeared the creature had vanished, and the Ogrin wrenched a sink from the wall, dropping a grenade into the pipework. The grenade detonated with a thump, which shook the plumbing of the kitchen and surrounding rooms. Out in the corridor, a wall cracked and bulged outwards under the shockwave. All this time, Ted Glenson, the squat little abhuman, had been working on the device Alyssa had asked him for, and he finished it, placing it on the body of the combat servitor, which suddenly came alive despite having no head. It sprinted out of the workshop, heading down the corridor, reaching a door where its manipulator arm carefully reached towards the handle, and Ted gave chase. The servitor knew something was in there, in that room, but before it could breach the room, the silvery, oily mass of Mr. Gladstock slithered out from under the door, lashing out at the servitor. But the machine, man, woman, AI, headless thing was fast. And it dodged, lashing out at Gladstock, crushing thousands of the worms with its power claw. And Ted swung his hammer. Jarek emerged, charging Gladstock and swinging his own big-headed weapon. Pause for Johnny. And then the big guns. Slab and Canni barreled into the fray, hacking and slashing at the worm thing until it died. Missy screamed as she fled with her son cradled in her arms. The guardsmen appeared, running down the stairs in a pack. There was no time to stop and ponder why Gladstock had suddenly turned. Sure, he's always been a bit weird, but he never acted aggressively. He's always been utterly helpful, offering advice and assistance to many of the acolytes here in the mansion. No one ever took him up on any of those offers of help and assistance, of course, because he was weird, very weird. And now, his wealth of knowledge and experience and his secrets die with him. He is dead, of course. You checked to make sure he was dead, right?
Yeah.
Fleeing up through the corridors and stairwells, Canni, Karrell, Slab, Spring, Ted, the Syrians, Jarek, and Hannibal's team of Vasquez, Light, and Eric reached the front door to the mansion, and they opened the door, but there was nothing there, nothing but a wall of bone. And as the mansion began to come apart, a rippling portal opened in the wall of bone, and 3 figures stepped through, tall, lithe, and clearly not human. "Come with me if you want to live," said the female of the trio. And you did! You went with the Xenos, unquestioningly! The Xenos took you beyond the Hive City wall. The city was many kilometers away. You would die if you travelled on foot, they said to you. But there was a settlement, a small town nearby. You would find transportation there. And you took the aliens' word for it. You asked no questions of them. No one was the least bit curious how or why they had been rescued from the mansion by a trio of Eldar.
These things happen daily.
The DM threw away 5 pages of meticulously written notes and ploughed on regardless.
That's the best bit.
Into the wastes you went, heading east towards the distant site of this wasteland settlement. Meanwhile, Silas Cassidy, the pest from the west, had awoken in his wagon, and he and Agnetha, the fortune teller from the carnival, had investigated a cave. There they found a small spherical object made of brass and silver clockwork, many, many interconnected rings, and also a small chitalium box with a small spherical depression inside. And they found these things on the body of a man who had been killed by a bolt round to the chest. And then they reboarded the wagon and drove east, arriving at the settlement known as Trade around midday. There, Silas fended off the attentions of Andrew, the second-hand hand salesman, bought some meat on a stick from a young lady, turned down the offer of mostly fresh recycled water, and made his way towards the town's market, stopping to haggle over power cells with a heavily augmented young lady. And as he did this, Agnetha turned, pausing in the street for a moment, gazing back the way they had just come from, at the entrance towards this town's perimeter gate. And she smiled. She smiled a few moments before Canni, Karrell, Slab and the others appeared at the town's entrance. And she killed everybody.
Hey!
Finally! Put me out of my misery. The smell of roasting meat drifts to you, making your stomach rumble, Karrell. You missed breakfast with all your falling between floors. You draw some odd looks from the guards who patrol the rooftops of these simple dwellings with high-caliber rifles and
He's going to nod at
shotguns.
them and go, carry on. Nothing to see here.
And you realise you all look like a rather motley bunch, and one of you is wearing pyjamas.
Bringing them back.
Tactical pyjamas. The smell of promethium mingles with the scent of food. There's a small yard nearby that's full of barrels, and there is a figure here dressed in head to toe in a patchwork of furs, hides, and a few other more man-made fabrics. And he's haggling with this heavily scarred man with a few cranial augments and a crude peg leg. Nearby, a woman tries to get your attention, yelling at you all. Meat on a stick! She pushes a motorised wheeled cart laden with assorted snacks towards you. She says, meat in bread! Meat in a meat wrapping! Meat! Just a pile of meat in your hands!
Yes!
How much? Meat beyond the meat.
Says, well, big lad like you, would you want just a couple of handfuls of meat?
I'll take all the meat you've got.
All the meat I've got? Oh, well, I mean, it's not all cooked at the moment. Some of it's, you realise that this barrow she's got, it's like, it's got a built-in sort of brazier and she's cooking it as she walks around with it.
And the barrow.
You want the barrow as well?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
how much job lot?
The meat is about 40 phones worth, and my barrow cost me a good 20 phones last summer. I'll let you have the lot for 50.
50. Oh, I'm going to inhale my breath from my teacup. Oh, I'll do it for 40 thrones.
Give me a barter test, please.
10 thrones are critical.
What we got? Okay. She like you. We drive hard bargain, sir. Hard bargain indeed. Done. And she holds out her hand.
Okay, I'll pay the lady.
Okay. She pushes the barrow over to you. You're not sure what some of the meat is.
Irrelevant.
It probably doesn't matter to Canni that much now. As this is going on, she skips away like with a fistful of thrones. She's well pleased at this deal. There's another chap nearby. He's walking around he's quite a thick set guy. He's got dozens of interconnected transparent plastic bottles strapped to his back full of water. He's got a few individual bottles as well stuffed in pockets. He's got a little dispenser wand that connects to all these bottles on his back, and he says, oh, his eyes light up as he sees you buy all the meat. He says, you want to buy some water, sir? It's mostly fresh today. It's only barely recycled.
A sniff.
A sniff. He waves the wand under your nose.
Say the wand. Sorry, is this a water wand or?
Yeah, it's got like a hose connected to the
okay, yeah.
the tanks.
I'll appraise the freshness of said water.
It doesn't smell stale. It doesn't smell of piss or anything like that. If that's what you were wondering.
No. Yeah, I love
that.
Yeah, I'll have some water.
You got a receptacle, sir, or would you like to buy one?
That's a very good question. Canni's just going to stare off into the middle distance while he checks his inventory.
It's very hot outside the hive skin, under the harsh Decilium sun, and it's thin, paper-thin atmosphere.
Yeah. Give us a receptacle.
Wonderful.
Right out with them.
Reaches into a bag and he pulls out a small metal bottle, and he pulls the top off and he fills it with the water. He says, "That'll be 1 phone for the water, sir, and 5 for the bowl."
Great. Oh, I'll find a receptacle. I'll take out the thermos I got from Otto and ask him to fill that as well.
Okay, he takes the thermos off you. He opens it. You know, there's some coffee in here. It's a recap, rather. It's still warm. Do you want me to throw that away?
Oh, still some recap. No, never mind. Forget it.
Right, okay. Screws the top back on, hands it back to you.
And I go, it's like maybe Otto drank from this, and maybe that means that he's still with us.
Make a willpower test, please, Canni.
Favorite type of test?
Canni,
Pass.
a thought pops into your head. 3 plus 3 is 6.
3 plus 3 is 6. I'm going to say it to whoever's next to me with a look of revelation in my eyes, like I've had a eureka moment.
Most of you
3 plus 3 is 6.
Most of you that know Canni know that this is one of the most intelligent things he's ever said.
He's right. 3 plus 3 is 6.
The water salesman goes, yeah, it is. 6 stones for the water, please, Mr. Maths Man.
Yeah, I'll hand him over the 6 rounds.
Okay.
And I shall proceed to eat and drink.
Okay. I do not have a token for the meat that you've purchased, which is a shame. I wish I had a little cart that you could wheel around. I'm going to put you onto the map.
Karrell's inventory probably consists of a set of pajamas and that hand cannon, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And I think you've only got 6 bullets for the hand cannon as well, I think.
Nice. I'll make them count. I've only got an entire campaign to go.
There you go. Right, you should all be on the map now. Can everyone see the map?
I'll use them wisely.
Rosie, the food lady's walking off. She's got no more food to sell. Okay. This chap here, Andrew, is gonna fucking try his little thing where he's gonna be like, "Way, all lads and lasses, second-hand hands for sale. Andrew's discount second-hand hands, all in good working order. Some mind the corrosion and grime under the pseudo fingernails, but other than that, they're all perfect, sir." He approaches. Who's he going to approach? Who's closest? He's going to approach Slab. He's going to go, "Sir, can I interest you in a second-hand hand? You never know when one might come in handy."
Kill him.
It's too dangerous to live.
It is. It's too much of a threat.
All right.
Mankind.
What about this here? You all look like you've got some good hands there. You're all fully handed, ain't you? But you never know. And he holds up his own hand. You see he's got an augmetic right hand. He says, "You never know when you might lose your hand. It could be in your sleep. It could be in a bizarre canoeing accident. You could get your arm caught in a machine in the underhive. You never know when you're going to lose a hand."
It'll be right now when I chop your fucking hand off if you don't bugger off sharply.
"Point taken, sir. Point taken. Should you need any hands?" And he just walks off.
Fucking hell.
Silas,
No time for that fellow.
as you emerge from the power cell vendor's little stall, you hear the cries of the market greeters that you met a few minutes earlier, and you glance back that way to see who's entered, and you see Canni, Karrell, Slab, and the others. And Canni, Karrell, Slab, and the others see you.
Can I duck? Oh shit! Gladstone sexted after me. Fuck!
There's
no escape
for you.
Too late.
Agnes slides up alongside you, Sam, and says, My, look who it is.
I see that. I see that. I'm just wondering if I'm in trouble or not. Matt. Yeah,
Why
sure,
would
gonna
you?
say? Well, I don't know. I got my fingers in many pies. I can. So yeah, okay. Let's go over.
Bit of a pie thief, are we?
I love a bit of pie, but
Like gravy on the fingers.
gravy on the finger. Gravy.
Oh no, I've got gravy on my fingers. Right, so it's over to you at the moment. You've got the town of trade to explore. It's all on you at this point in time, you guys. Do as you please.
Well, I'll make my way over to the group. Get my little midget ass over here. Say, where are you all? For God. Saw Slab a minute ago. There he is.
Mate.
Well, fancy meeting you lot down here. Did Gladstone send you after me or something?
Not exactly. Well, maybe after a fashion. We are here because of him, you might say.
Ah, well,
He's gone rogue. He's gone fucking mental. Tried to kill us.
So we killed him.
no. Oh, that's great news. So I won't get murdered for reporting in then. Ha ha! Bonus.
No, this
Best news that I've heard all day.
You're off the-
Right, Vince.
You're off the hook.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, good job, lads. I don't like anybody who fronts my life for work.
You haven't got a bit of red dude or anything, like, and he just looks down at his jammers.
Well, I do have a few thrones on me if you wanna try buy something. I can always do a deal.
That would
What
be
do you
most helpful. I need
Let's go kit
clothes,
you out.
boots.
Boots and a motorcycle.
And a motorcycle.
Yeah. Ideally, yes.
Ah, the pun.
Oh,
You've
well.
you finally realised the joke. Yes. It's all just one elaborate Terminator setup joke.
That's fine. I can't believe you snatched the opportunity of riding a motorcycle in a game like away from me like that.
I mean, it's not over yet. I mean, that bike still exists somewhere, right?
Yeah, in the fucking webway.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly where it is.
Go back to webway. That's the new quest.
That is exactly what it is. Well done. You've once again, Johnny's rumbled the fucking plot. Find the webway, get the motorbike.
Yeah.
And maybe the small child and his mum that you've left behind.
Yeah. Well. The
With-
motorcycle priority.
With the body of Gladstock, who's definitely dead. Yeah, it's all fine.
We're gonna go back. We're gonna somehow go back and find them, like all amalgamated, fucked up like worm, bitty, and fucking beast. Yeah.
All connected at the anus. Oh no, that's the other game. Sorry.
Do we see any armor shops around here?
There is an entire market over on the East End. You were heading towards the market
You said
in
East
the last
End,
session.
but you didn't put the.
Yeah, I haven't got that uploaded. Sorry.
Are they going to be Cockneys?
They're all Cockneys on Decileum, all of them. That's how you tell. That's how you tell someone ain't from Decileum because they're not Cockney no more. Apples and pears.
You just hear somebody shouting, Bianca! Bianca!
Ricky!
Ricky!
You're not my mum. Yes, I am.
Well,
I'm your father.
shall we get cracking then, Mr. Karrell?
Yes. Let's get in. Let's get back in the game. Looks together down at his jammers and bare feet, and then looks at the hand cannon in his hand and like, it's not a total loss, I guess.
I like to think your feet are probably a bit sore as well from walking across the Desolean wasteland.
Yeah, I'd like to think they are. Well, they probably are.
Yeah. I mean, most of the wasteland is covered in this very fine, almost like glass-like sort of
Thanks, Dave.
shards as well. So yeah, you've probably got some sore feet going on right now.
I need some military grade socks, and then everything will be okay.
Space Crocs.
Crocs is for bosun.
Yeah,
Crocs are for those who have lost all hope in
Crocs.
life.
Crocs are forbidden in the 41st millennium.
Yeah, should be forbidden in the fucking this day. and age.
They're too heretical even for my game.
Yeah. Too much,
Evil.
too much comfort.
A lad at work turned up a few weeks back he turned up in the fucking welfare wearing a pair of Greg's Crocs.
Wow.
Like Greg's the bakery.
Power move.
He's
Power move.
He's only 21 as well.
Wow.
Right, so yeah, there's a few things in this little town. There is a fuel cellar there. Hark the fuel cellar. He'll sell you promethium for your wagon if you wanted some. There's a large building here that is separated from the street by this barred window, and as you peer into the bars, you can see where are we? We can see many crates of Munitorum. It looks like old crates with very worn logos on, but Munitorum branded crates. And you can also see boxes and boxes and belts of ammunition. It looks like this is an ammunition shop.
Do they have a permit for all this ammunition?
Probably not out in the wastes, no. There is a large building here, which has this sort of large building to the south that has a sign outside, a neon sign of a cocktail glass with a neon outline of a woman in the cocktail glass doing this with a leg. And the words underneath, for those of you that can read, it says The Oasis. Further over to the east, there is this the place that Silas has already visited. This woman that sells power cells for various devices, and also will recharge devices if you've got anything that needs recharging. But even further on, if you want to explore the town, have a look round. There are a variety of market stalls where all sorts of things may be found.
Who sells power cells on the desolate floor? Sounds like the same route, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't really know what to do because I'm wearing a fucking pair of pajamas.
I said I'll take you to go get some clothes or something on your feet at least.
That would be good. Be good.
So I will take Karrell shopping if he wants.
He's gonna take off his upper pajamas and then put it around his head as some sort of like headscarf to keep the sun off his shoulders as well. He's getting too warm. Making sure is the Aquila in the right place. Aquila's front, like
Right.
wrap it around his head, like we go. I feel desert ready, wasteland ready.
All right, let's
Need
be
some
on
shoes.
then. Let's go get those shoes.
Some military grade socks would be helpful.
All right. Shall we go look for a clothes salesman or saleswoman or sales alien, sales mutant,
Sales
Robot.
being.
sales being,
Sales entity.
sales entity?
Yeah,
You say east, yeah?
let's do this.
Yeah, the market's all the way over to the east of the map.
Excuse me.
Feel free to move about as you please. What's Canni doing? Where did Canni go? Sorry,
Well, I
many
did go
disappoint.
down. I was going to go and have a wander down to a second thought, so I'm going to go back to the water boy.
Okay.
Karrell. This Karrell's gonna move. Look around for some boots.
I'm going to say to you, Hello, sir. You come back for seconds, have you? My delightful, fresh, mostly recycled water. Can't keep your lips away from it, can you, sir?
That's exactly how it is. Yeah, you know, you've got the quality product. It's the least dirty water I've tasted in at least a month.
Yeah, it's not piss.
How much? I mean, I wouldn't buy all your piss. I'm glad it isn't. Yeah, how much for the lot of the definitely not piss?
For the lot of the definitely not piss. Oh, well, I mean, have you got enough receptacles, or do you want to buy the tanks?
I want a job lot.
The whole
the
thing?
Hose, I want the tank.
All right.
Yeah, I'm a thirsty guy, and it's not that dirty. And it's definitely not piss.
All right, I'm going to say, and he looks down the alleyway where the food seller has wandered off to the south. The map ends there, but the town doesn't. Beyond this point, it's all just little homes and things, little one-story simple homes. And he looks down the street after Rosie the meat seller and goes, 45 phones.
Do you think you taking a piss out of me, mate? You think I was fucking born fucking yesterday?
I told you, it's not piss, mate. It's water.
Yeah, that's just like something that someone who's selling a big fucking pot full of piss would say.
No. You see, you got me mistaken with Pissy Jim. It's his day off, though. He's not around.
Fucking hate Pissy Jim. He's a right cunt. I'll give you 30 thrones, and that's more than it's worth.
Give me a barter roll, please.
I walked in off the fucking high floor.
Oh, thank you, Connie. Just one sec. Oh, that's climb, but never mind.
He's talking to Collie. He'll disconnect again.
That's a pass. One sec, guys. I'm just going to. I know it's a climb, but it's a pass.
You climb on the water boy and persuade him. He goes, yeah, all right, 30 phones. That seems fair. That seems fair indeed, sir.
Bargain. Bargains to be had in Bathtown.
Karrell, I've found out what I think is a shoe salesman.
That sounds good to me.
Spiky-toed shoes. They look deadly.
That would work for me. This way. Is it to the east?
Yeah, to the east, where I am. I'm stood next to some curly head. Princess Leia starts down bunches on top of her head.
Ah.
She's almost like a hovering. She's got a hovering hairdo.
Right.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, he seems very keen to take your offer of 30 thrones. He starts shrugging out this harness with all the interconnected bottles attached to it.
Yeah, he's fucking still made a right killing off me, but never mind. Right, there we go.
So you can add to your inventory
water.
50 litres of water and carrying frame.
Okay.
Oh. I
Slab.
will go with Silas.
Say again, Johnny.
I'm going with Silas. He's
Okay.
offered to fuck me up with some food.
Yeah, I'll deal with that in a minute. Slab. You found this weapons stall, or firearms stall rather. There's an assortment of firearms here. There's all manner of las pistols, stub and auto pistols, rifles too, shotguns, all sorts in various conditions. Some of them look reclaimed, maybe they're being scavenged from the wastes and cleaned up. Most are quite mundane looking, unless you're in the market for a particularly average weapon. They don't really jump out at you. But there is a couple among the chaff that do stand out. There is a flamer. Looks like it's in pretty good condition. There's no canister with it. There is a very bulky looking las pistol that you would recognise as a hell pistol. It's obviously had its military markings ground off as well. There's no sign of any rank insignia. There is still an Aquila on the side of it. there's a very unusual 3-barreled las rifle and a quite beautiful wooden stocked scoped bolt action rifle. And at the back of the display slab, you see, I think I've got a picture of it somewhere. No, I have not got a picture of it. I thought I had. You see at the back there is a very large, heavily modified heavy stubber.
Heavily modified in what way?
It has a rigid armoured ammo feed rather than a loose belt.
Johnny?
And it's with it there is also a backpack. It looks like you basically a backpack to put loads of ammunition in. It also has some sort of strange device underneath the barrel. You're not really sure what it is. It looks like some sort of tube with a trigger on it. It also has like an extra forward grip and a modified version of a red dot sight on the top rather than on the bottom as they usually are.
Cool.
I'll attract the attention of the guy who owns the stall. Which won't be hard. I'll just stand in front of him and stare at him until he looks at me.
This guy's he's quite well armed. This guy, he seems to have about a dozen pistols, obviously on display all over him. Oh, there is one other thing as well that you notice. There's a very, very fancy custom auto pistol finished in golden filigree that shines in the sunlight. It almost blinds you. And Balfour sort of notices this guy. His name's Balfour. I've just told you that. He notices you're there, Slab, because you block the sun out and stop his prized auto pistol from shining in the sun. And he looks up and says, "Yeah, can I help you, sir?" Ooh, hello, big fella.
Hello, big fella.
Can I interest you in something, sir?
Big gun.
Yeah, are you pointing at the big gun?
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, that, sir, yeah, it's a beauty, that, ain't it?" And he waddles over to it. He's got like one of his legs is very stiff. It looks like it takes him quite an effort to walk. And he walks into his stall and he goes over to the side and he picks this big heavy stubber up. And you see he struggles under the weight of it. And he says, "You interested in buying it, sir?" Brings it over and he puts it in front of you and he gives it a pat. He sort of drags the ammo hopper along with it.
I'll give you 6 potatoes for it.
Well, unfortunately, sir, I only takes cash.
Cash taters.
No, just cash. Thrones, hard currency, sir.
Thrones, what like chairs?
No, throne geld. Coins, sir, coins. He reaches into his pocket. He pulls out a few coins, like these, sir.
How many?
This should be entertaining. He quickly looks in his notes where he realises he hasn't got a price, and he has to go into a spreadsheet and quickly work it out. Just one moment, sir.
It's a dynamic pricing list.
Yeah, he's pricing it on the fly.
Search pricing.
There we go. Right, I just need to work some out. It's
a lot.
I'm just adding on the mods. Okay. he's going to go. For you, my new gigantic, slightly intimidating friend, I'll sell you this fine weapon for 650 thrones.
Too many. 600.
Do you have barter?
No, I'm just 10 foot tall.
Yeah, I was about to say. Give me an intimidation check first. He's not easily rattled, this guy.
Ooh, I'll re-roll that. Fucking 99 first roll of the game.
You get scared of him and offer him more.
Fuck's sake.
Big improvement there, mate.
He says,
down.
he says, I'm ever so sorry, big fella. I've got wife and 3 kids to feed, you see. And also, I'm trying to send my little one off to a mechanicus school.
It's legit. Okay.
But I see you came in with some friends over there. Maybe one of them can lend you the coin.
But if you've only got little ones, they eat less.
Oh,
so you don't need as many friends.
You'd be
So
surprised.
580.
Well, I've also got. I mean, you don't really get how this haggling thing works, do you, big fella? I've also got a mortgage
12.
and gas bills and Promethean
100.
bills and a terrible obscura habit.
6.
No, 650.
630.
No, 650, sir.
620.
650. There's no wiggle room, I'm afraid, sir. It cost me almost that to buy this.
Did it really? Did you not just scavenge it?
No, I bought it from a scavenger, matter of fact. A lot of them pass through these places. That's where most of our wares come from. Scavenged from the wastes from one source or another, and then I clean them up. I specialise in the guns, and he gestures to his stall. As you can see, it's a roaring trade, sir. I've got a lot of stock to shift if any of your friends are interested too.
How many people have been looking at this over the last couple of days?
Oh, many people, sir, have been and looked at this particular item. In fact,
Really?
there's a gentleman still here, I believe. He was last seen in the Oasis. He said it was... Now, let me get this right. It was the finest example of Big Bang Bang he had ever seen.
Sounds like grog shit to me.
No, it's legitimate. You can ask him if you want. He's still in the Oasis, I think.
So he was actually looking at it to buy it, was he?
He was most keen and interested.
And has he bought it?
Not yet, but he's gone for a drink, you see, sir. He might be
Well,
back
I'm not
later.
going for a drink. I'm standing right here with 630 thrones.
Well, it's still 650 on the price tag,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay then, buy.
Bye then. He's a shrewd businessman, is Balthus. He won't budge on his prices with a roll of 2.5 degrees failure.
Right, just won't buy it.
Oh God, what have I done here?
Let's pray that we're not in a situation where one would come in handy.
Yeah, which is clearly going to happen.
You don't know that? You don't know that at all.
You wouldn't have made it.
I know.
from
No one knows.
You think you know so much, but you don't. There's so many things you don't know.
This is very true.
We know
This is
enough.
very, very true.
Okay.
We know your life.
Yeah, maybe you got me all wrong. So you head over Karrell and Silus. You head over deeper into the market. You can see there's a few things for sale here. There's a guy here that's you pass by. He's got some blades for sale and he's got some smokes, and he's got some trinkets, little ornaments on chains, lots of imperial aquillas, that sort of thing. There's a chap down here that appears to be selling pottery. And there's this woman here who sells boots, mostly, it seems. There's a guy here that's selling what looks like assorted, presumably homebrewed drinks. And a bit further in, a bit further south of you can also see there is a stall selling clothing and armor. But at the moment, you've approached the boot cellar, and there is. Sorry, It's been a while since I looked at this handout. I've just started to remember the names of some of these people. So, excuse me if I laugh at my own fucking shit puns. There is this woman here, and she's got this. She's sort of dressed in an approximation of a hive noble, with the pale makeup and the accentuated bright red lips and blue blush around her eyes and shit like that. She's got her hair piled up on her head, and she's wearing what she clearly thinks is a very fancy dress, but it's not really particularly fancy. It's a bit tatty, but she does have really good shoes on. And she sees you both approaching. She looks at you, Karrell, and she says, my, if ever there was an opportunity for me to make a sale, here it comes. She looks at you. She looks you up and down and says, oh, my dear boy, you are such an unfortunate man. Have you walked all the way through the desert just to see Mademoiselle Pied and her beautiful collection of shoes?
You go Pied.
Yes.
They're like shoe in French. Foot in French.
Yeah,
Foot.
that's exactly
Foot to be precise.
Yeah, Foot,
her name is
yeah,
Mrs.
Foot.
Foot. She sells shoes.
I did go on that for the second one, yeah. I understand your
He
French.
says, "Oh, please, my poor friend, my poor friend, let us. There may be some shoes here that would fit you perfectly. I am sure. Look, I have so many to choose from." She does have a great array of shoes and boots in all sorts of styles and designs. Some of them look brand new. Some of them look rather tatty. There's a lot of these strange-looking shoes that. She picks up a couple and says, "Oh, I have plenty of these if you are interested." And she puts her hand in one and puts it on the floor to demonstrate what it does, and it spreads out, making a bigger surface area. She puts it down and says, "Next time you go walking through the Desolium Wastes, perhaps you should take a pair of these with you. If you're looking for something a bit fancier," she pulls out this immaculate pair of black dress shoes. They look like the softest shoes you've ever seen. And she says, or perhaps if you're looking for something a little more practical. And she pulls out this rather large pair of well-worn but good quality looking steel toe-capped boots. And then she pulls out this box. She says, "And these are just in from the upper tiers of Desolium." And she whips open this box, and there's this pair of what can only be described as pure white sneakers with Aquillas on the sides.
Oh. Whoa. You've just blown my mind. I didn't think that was possible.
They are quite fancy, aren't they, sir? They go well with your lovely little... Are those pajamas?
Yeah.
It's a bold choice, sir.
Bold choices is the only choice. Servant of the Emperor.
So please, is there anything that takes your fancy?
Have you got one of those foot measuring things?
What, like in Clark's?
Yeah.
I still have nightmares about that. I used to think it was going to crush my foot.
I want the whole fucking experience. Doing this.
She does not have one of those like in Clark's, but she does have a small wooden ruler that she can put around your feet. And she says, "Oh, I have so many pairs of shoes that would fit you. You have a very average size foot. It's remarkable. You would fit all of these special shoes that I have found."
He raised an eyebrow. I see. You know what they say about somebody with average size feet?
Average size shoes, yes.
Indeed.
So, the shoes she has, there's lots and lots of normal everyday pairs of shoes and boots, which range from poor through to common, good and best quality. The poor quality ones are 2 thrones, the common quality are 5 thrones, the good quality are 15, and the best quality are 50 thrones. They're just everyday shoes, boots, whatever you want them to look like, that is what she has.
I just want some practical boots.
In addition, she has these fancy shoes that I've talked to you about. So the ones that are designed for walking in the Desolium Wastes, they have this, like a camel's foot, they spread out on impact to give you more surface area. They they grant you a toughness bonus when making fatigue tests versus travelling through the wasteland.
That's cool.
They are 30 thrones. The
Right.
they're very odd looking though. They stand out in a crowd sort of thing. You might get some odd looks if you wore them in a city.
What, like wearing them in pajamas?
They look like. Do you remember the craze in like the 90s of people wearing like animal feet slippers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
They're a bit like that.
Right.
And I did put them in there because you're wearing your pajamas. There is also this rather good quality pair of soft shoes that look like noble shoes. They grant a +5 silent move. They are 100 thrones.
I don't think it was them that's on the menu.
There are the bother boots, as I've called them, the steel toe cap boots. They allow you to make unarmed attacks with D5 damage as opposed to the usual D5 -2. They're 40 thrones. And the Aquila-covered sneakers are 140 thrones.
Aren't they just?
They're the latest thing. All the kids are wearing them, mate. All the kids are wearing them.
Yeah, we're in a desert, not a playground, so.
Hey, Karrell, what's you thinking then, mate? I'll do some bartering for you if you want. I'm used to trading with these people.
Desert boots sound like a practical choice. Being as we're in a desert.
The desert boots?
Yeah.
How much for the desert boots again?
She says 30 thrones to you, my dear.
30 thrones for the desert boots. How about 25?
How about you give me a batter roll, sir?
All right then.
Get one. She's gonna throw in the sneakers as well.
Oh yeah, that'd be the dream.
That would be the dream.
She's going to throw in the 140 throne shoes.
Just because she's dazzled by the audacity of fashion choices I've made today. It'll work. Ooh.
She says, I like you. You got a cheeky glint in your eye. 25 thrones and the boots are yours.
Oh, well, here you go then. I'll just take that off my inventory. And
Okay.
I'll pass the 25 thrones.
Okay, Johnny, you can
stones.
add bother boots to your inventory. You look alright, Bobby Dazzler, now in your PJs and your steel toe cap boots.
As long as I can maintain the serious face of the law, despite these fashion choices, I'll be happy. Oh my god, got like a fucking pistol, pair of pajamas, and some bother boots. That's my. I'm set for the desert. There's some goggles on.
They look fantastic. Thank you very much, Miss Piet.
You're quite welcome, sir. Pleasure doing business with you.
And thank you, Silas,
Oh, wow.
for the lifesaver.
No worries. Maybe you can tread carefully now. Well, nah.
I will get more careful. Yes. Thank you.
Don't get into bother now. Anyway, shall we go see if we can find you some less breezy trousers?
That would be.
Actually, I just should be saying pants, really, less breezy pants.
That would be preferable. I'm not wearing anything. Wait, whoa.
Are you going? I don't know. What's the equivalent of going?
Who wears pants and the pajamas? No one.
No one does. No.
I'm like they're slim, man. I can't say trousers. I've got to say pants. I've got to say pants, my accent.
What's Ted doing during all this?
How do you
you
spell bother boots?
He's going to wait until there's...
D-O-V-V-A. D-O-V-V-A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boots.
Cool.
Bother.
Cool.
Ted, what are you up to?
Ted's going to go check out the... Are we walking across the desert then?
We're walking
or are we
here.
looking for transport?
Well, you've come here looking for transport. The Eldar told you to find transport here. And
Right,
lo and
okay.
behold, you have found Silas here. And Silas happens to have transportation.
Oh.
Can Silas fit everyone in, by the way? What's the capacity of Silas's truck?
I believe it's
Including a slab. And a canny.
It's like fucking 12 or something, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's going to be a squeeze. I'll check the actual capacity, but yeah, it'll be a squeeze.
What about the servitor?
What about it?
She still following us around?
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually. She's following you, and she very rarely leaves like more than a meter gap between you and her. And if you suddenly stop and look at something, she kind of trundles past you and then stops, and then takes a step or so back. She seems to be by your side all the time.
Where to?
Right. I would like to go see the gunman after we've got you some more kit, Johnny.
Yeah, we'll come
That's
back.
my plan.
Come back to you.
Yep.
Yeah, so right, Ted's going to go look for some survival gear, I guess.
Okay.
Go look for some. In fact, I don't even know if I've got any coin.
I don't know.
They didn't pay you back in the day, did they?
No,
Have you got any
quite
coin?
literally a slave.
You do not have any coin.
Oh well, fuck about that.
Who has got coin apart from me here?
Quite a few people have.
Hey,
I've got fucking loads, but like, well, I've got loads, but then there's like, out of character, I want everyone to get tooled up, but in character, I'm like tight and fucking.
It's my
I mean,
money.
we should be able to we should be able to find a way through, I'm sure, but it's just some way I've got to justify it in character. That's all.
Where are we getting that out to? Where are we going? What's the plan?
And he
I am
eats
not
some meat
with
on a
you at
stick.
the moment.
Have you gone off?
I'm with Karrell shoe shopping. Well,
We've
just
split the party.
Split the party, yes. Who are you talking to at the minute? Where are you? You're still back here at the minute.
No way, Daddy.
The plan, the last time a plan was discussed, the plan was to try and contact Gaius and Veneta to let them know that Feldroth Gelt is actually General Calcior Delaney and Lord Rosa.
So, how far do we have to travel to do that then?
I mean, you don't know
That's the
exactly
city,
where
yeah.
you are at the moment. You've been told that you do know you're still on Desolium. You've been told that if you walked back to the city, you would die. And that's why you were told, come here, there'll be some transport here to get you back. And the last thing you knew about Gaius and the others is that they went to a fancy dinner last night with Lady Pagny for her birthday. So they're somewhere in the hive, up hive, as far as you're concerned.
Okay.
Nowhere near the hive at the moment.
Is there anyone gone to... Right, I'll go find the other guys. I'll go find the ones that are shopping.
Okay.
Have Ted met Silas yet?
Yeah, Ted and Silas have met briefly, very briefly.
I think Brownie wasn't playing his character when he met. Actually, that's probably why it's not me.
Spring's sticking with Slab, by the way, and Ted. It follows. Sorry, the servitor follows Ted very closely.
How tall is Ted?
Not very tall.
Or is he as tall as Silas? 5'2".
Is Silas as tall as a squat?
Is Silas as tall as a squat? That's what I want to know.
Key data. We need this. Need this information.
I don't know who the tallest is or who the shortest is.
I just wanted to see if we could have an eye-to-eye conversation in both of them. That's all. It'd be a nice change for Silas. Got a strong neck when it comes to looking up.
Ted is 1.5 meters tall.
We're gonna pull down 1.5 in foot.
So yeah, I think you are probably a touch taller.
Ah, look down at him!
So, 15.
Relishing. Thanks, mate. You guys.
Oh.
You are 4'9.2".
Yeah.
We are shoe shopping anyway when you get here, Ted.
Yeah, you probably turn up just as they finish purchasing Karrell's bother boots.
Well, hello there, Ted.
When in the saloon.
Alright.
How the bloody hell did you lot get here anyway? If you're not following me, how the hell are you finding yourselves in this part of the wasteland?
Those met some weird, pointy-eared alien fellas.
Wow, that sounds way out my remit, my friend. Hey, Xenos, oh,
Yeah.
Gosh. What? They just decided to drop you into this shithole?
I don't know, man. That fucking mansion made a weird shit, and
you'd be better off without that strange place. I didn't feel comfortable in there.
weird
where you headed?
Xenos things as well, and hey, they teleported us out here.
And where you heading now then?
I've
I
got
could
no
always-
idea.
I could always arrange transportation for you all, and have you got enough food stuff? I'm full of provisions, aren't I, my truck?
Yeah, your truck's quite well supplied.
Yeah. Okay. I say I've got a few provisions, but any aid and bonus to them would be a good help. If there's more mouths to feed, I'll be out of provisions a bit quicker. You know what I mean, boy?
Well, I'm afraid, due to my circumstances, I've got no money, no food, no drink, and just the gear that I'm carrying with me.
Are you handy at fabricating and making things, Ted? I remember this doing stuff. Why don't we buy some junk weapons, fix them up, and sell them off? I know a bit about weaponry too.
Well, I'm
Let's make-
sure I can earn my keep.
Yeah, well, you go. I'll tell you what, Ted, then, while we're doing this mission, if you can go find me some bits, devices, me and you can fashion into some salvageable gear and sell on, I will open my truck up to you on my workbench. How's that sound to you?
Hey, sounds good.
Yeah, well, we'll make some capital out of you somehow. That's all I'm thinking, Ted. We'll get us paid across the desert. That's what we gotta do.
Have you got any gear for wearing in the desert? Any like
I've
clothing
only
or
got a
anything?
wind. You have to have a windsuit out here when the wind is harsh. It will shred the flesh from your bones.
Right.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. Windsuits are very expensive.
Oh,
Not even
shit.
I've thrown some before. But I tell you what, Ted, you just don't go out when that wind's blowing. I generally time it in between.
So,
Hit very, very fast.
who sells those?
I don't know around here. Maybe the armor man. We're just about to go visit him now.
Right, I'll follow ye.
Right.
Alright.
We've parted up.
Okay. So you're heading to the clothy, armory, selly chap.
Basically.
Yep. But while Ted's here, the weapon man's here. Well, me and Ted are gonna hold on a second, Karrell. Will you come over to this weapon shop? Me and Ted here.
Yeah,
And,
sure.
We'll go and ask this man to see if he's got any old weapons which are broken, which can sell on for scrap or anything like that. What we can maybe salvage with our keen eyes, because we've both got some sort of tech use for weapons.
I could maybe sell this hand cannon. It looks at the hand cannon and it's just like...
Keep your hand cannon, man. You'll need it.
It's some extra rounds to be handy. I only have an inch, like very first, like 6. 6 rounds. Is that enough to survive the waste?
I'll just check my hand cannon rounds for you.
You only need as many bullets as there are things trying to kill you when you're in the wastes.
I
You
don't
only need one.
You do
There's
not.
only 6.
You do not have enough bullets. No, you only need one if you've given up on trying to survive the wastes.
What if I miss?
Shit! Now I'm just deaf.
And the reason you only need one is because you haven't got to be able to run faster than things that are chasing you. You got to run faster than your mates, so you shoot them in the fucking knees.
Or chuck crack grenades at them.
I think I got away with not killing anybody, didn't I?
You did, yeah. You did.
That's genius. Thanks for the
It was really risky grenade toss. Pause for Johnny.
I know.
Right, Canni.
I have been called a tosser before.
So you guys are off to the gun merchant, right?
Yeah, I
Canni.
want to try and make some money.
Yeah, okay. Canni, what are you up to?
I'm just going to have a little nosy around, Dave. I was just having a little explore, so I thought I'd pop down here, see there's a couple of doorways down this way.
Rosie's
Have a little nosy around.
Rosie's gone, by the way, but I'll just tell you what you see there. So there's a door here to your right that's part of this building that you realise is like the local drinking establishment. Looks like it's maybe the back door. It's quite heavy, quite a sturdy looking door. It looks like it's maybe in a previous life been part of like a military bunker or something like that. This corner of this area. The front of the drinking establishment is mostly made of like large blocks of stone that have just been piled together with a roof on top. But this whole side looks like it was maybe once an actual fortified position. There is also on this other side here, there is this little place here. There's like a corrugated metal fence. There's a single-story dwelling or something the other side of it. There's a door in the fence down here. That's the door you can see there.
Is that just some random dwelling of some sort, do I think, or to the left rather?
Give me an awareness test or a perception test.
Sure. That's 3 degrees.
Yeah, it looks like it's somebody's house. The fence is about 8 foot high. It's quite a tall fence. You can just see the roof of the dwelling beyond it, but it looks like just a simple, very small abode. There's a little chimney on it, a little bit of smoke drifting out of it. You can smell cooking or something coming from there.
Can I try the door?
You can?
The drinking establishment, the fortified one.
You can indeed. The door is locked. Make an awareness test, please. Hearing based.
I passed.
Okay, as you try this back door, you try and just gently rattle the door in its frame. You hear like a startled gasp from the other side of the door. It sounds like a woman. Sort of goes, and then you hear something get knocked over and a sound of smashing glass.
I'm going to quickly, as quickly as I can with my trolley full of meat and backpack full of water, I'm going to quickly head off out the alleyway.
Okay.
Try and look like kind of move sharpish.
Moving fast, but not trying to look like you're moving fast.
That's exactly right.
Okay,
I guess I'll just rejoin the others if that.
Yeah.
I can't do too much. Stealing when I've got all this fucking shit, carrying over shit anyway.
Okay. If you want to head back.
So yeah, I'll go rejoin the others. If you don't mind me metagaming a bit, I might go and visit the shoe seller, even though.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no turn or anything. You can do whatever you want. You can be wandering around. So I'm just going to go grab a drink, and I'll be back in a minute.
It's just I happen to know what's offered from various places. Don't I? It's good to have Silas back in the game. You're looking well well awake, sir, today? What's your secret for today's game? You're looking bright and breezy. Have you had a nap this afternoon, or?
No, I nearly did. I think I fell asleep for about 5 minutes, but I was camping last night. Pretty shit night's sleep. I was a little bit rough, so it was. I've only had my first half a beer when I sat down tonight.
There we go.
And yeah, me and Liz haven't had an afternoon drink like we normally do on a Sunday. We were just too tired from camping. So yeah, to be honest, when I've been a tired camping day, I'm all right. I'm all right on a tired camping day.
How was your camping?
Oh, really good. I've been setting out and clearing everything to make this shelter. I've also had to go in the river. Oh, fucking never took the boat up. Hope that's all right. Oh well, it's still tethered on. If it's floating around, I'll see it's split up. Oh, dear.
It'll probably
Anyway,
still
yeah.
be there. We're not
Yeah, it
drifting
will
out
be.
today.
It won't be 'cause it's tethered to a post. All right.
Okay.
My worry is if it fills up with rain and sinks. It's a bastard to pull out.
So, Canni, you approach this this shoe salesman. At this point, I'm going to move you four over here near the gun cellar because that's where you were heading. Canni, you see this diminutive little woman dressed as a noble. He says, look at you, a big strapping boy like you. We don't see many with your amount of meat upon you out here in the wastes. What can I do for you? Hang on a sec.
You calling me fat?
Oh, that's just lost him, so I'll just wait till he comes back and then I'll shout it down in his ear again.
Are you calling me fat?
No, not at all. You are a big, beautiful boy.
Big and beautiful.
And his rage is going to subside slightly.
She's kind of fluttering her eyelashes at you as well.
All right. And he's going to blush slightly. And
Show us your wares then.
She steps to one side and she shows you her wares. So same as when Johnny was here. There's all sorts of different shoes that would fit you, ranging in price from 2 to 50 thrones. And then there's these specialist shoes as well.
And was one of them the pimp sneakers?
Yeah, the pair of Aquila-covered sneakers at 140 thrones.
Yeah, I said Canny's a bit of a chav, so he's going to he's going to eye up the sneakers and say,
How much for them bad boys?
Oh, these sir, they are 140 thrones. They're the latest fashion
Okay, now.
from the upper mid-hive. All the cool kids are wearing them.
Oh, right, all the cool kids.
All
you
the
say?
cool kids are wearing them. Yes, you're no one if you don't own a pair of these.
How'd you keep them clean?
With soap and water, I imagine. I don't know. I'm not a valet.
They're
I'm
so
a
pretty.
shoe
They're so
salesman.
pretty and white. I mean, and this is a fucking wasteland. I mean, just seems like
Well, I mean, yeah.
whoever wants to be fucked.
No.
They're never gonna hold up in the wasteland.
No, you see, because these special sneakers, sir, they are blessed by him unholy terror himself. They keep away the dirt and the grime and the spilled blood and any other bodily fluids that may escape through the power of faith.
well, this puts me in a bit of a quandary. I'm going to scrutinise her. Pass.
I mean, she seems like she's genuine.
She believes what she's saying.
She's at the very least, she believes what she's saying. Yeah.
Oh, cool. I mean, I can't resist.
Oh, you should
What's
treat yourself.
Give me your best price. Give me your best price.
For you, sir, you can make a barter roll if you'd like.
Oh well, please. Pass 1 degree.
She looks around.
No, my rolls are on fire today.
She peeks around you, and then she moves a few feet to the other side and peeks the other way around you. She says, "For you, sir, I could do them for 120 thrones."
Yeah. Got it in a deal, love. I don't suppose you know where I could buy a gold chain round here, do you?
I do, as a matter of fact. Mungo over there. And she points to
Mungo.
Mungo.
Telegram for Mungo.
She points to the chap that's not far away from you at all, and you can see he's got some blades for sale, some smokes, and he's got a lot of trinkets, things on chains, stuff like that as well.
Okay, I'm gonna buy the sneakers, and I'm gonna head over to Mungo next. I think.
Cheers, you made my day, love.
Okay, you can add to your inventory the Aquila branded sneakers, blessed sneakers. Are you putting them on?
Well, yeah, fuck it. Let's see how long before they get absolutely trashed, and I lose 120 throws. So there we go. 649. Okay.
Okay, you put them on, and
Right, so
you feel
Yeah. They suit me, these, don't they?
you feel like his light is shining upon you, Canni.
oh no.
But the only thing is, you're not sure who he is. You gain
All right, okay,
you gain +3 willpower.
awesome. Wow. Magic trainers.
Blessed trainers. Is this a thing now, Al? We just
Thing.
well, I bought magic shoes in your game, and now you've bought magic shoes in my game. The only difference is that the shoes that I bought in your game really do keep themselves clean.
These are gonna get scruffy as fuck in no time at all. But Canni can't resist. He's got no. Well, he has got a better willpower now, but he's got no. He can't resist putting them straight on.
No self-control.
That's me. He's gonna head over next to Mungo.
Cheers, Mrs. Pie. And,
Mrs.
made
Pied.
my day. Yeah, that's what it said. Made my
Madam.
day, love.
Speedo.
Just one other thing, love. When did you get off work? Do you fancy coming for a drink?
Make a charm test, I guess. Oof. I was going to give you a little bonus for that. For,
I'm
for
gonna
buying the
have a-
shoes, but,
I'm gonna re-roll for a start. I can't have Canni so charmless. Let's see if we can.
I'll give you a
improve
+10
upon
for the shoes and a +10 for the fact that she already likes
Yeah.
you. But
that. It's not enough, and I can't.
she says,
yeah, it's not enough.
she says, oh, I'm very flattered. My new immaculately well-dressed friend, but my husband will be wondering where I am.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to know. I won't tell him if you don't.
Well, it is tempting, but it is our wedding anniversary, so perhaps another time.
Oh, yeah, another time. I'll come see you another time. Yeah, all right.
Canni's gonna try and not look too dejected and try and keep his cool as he wanders off.
Okay.
And sees Mungo next.
Okay, and at this point as well, we'll bring Slab into it. Slab, you wander up towards Mungo's store at the same time as Canni. Let me find Mungo's store.
All right, big man. Check these new shoes.
Canni can't keep the pride and the achievement off his face as he shows off his new trainers.
They're fucking mint, aren't they, mate? What? What'd you say,
They're
big man?
very white.
Aren't they just fucking glorious? See, I've never seen clothes so white. I didn't think it was possible. And hear this, best thing about it, they'll always stay clean. I'll never have to fucking clean them again. Can't put a price on that. Well, you can. 120 thrones. Now I just need a gold chain to set off for luck. I'm gonna look the fucking dog's danglies, mate.
You need a floppy hat with a big feather.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you good on fashion advice here, Slab, mate.
I'm gonna eye Slab up and down, check what he's wearing.
I am the Go Quan of the ogres.
Oh, Quan, is it? Yeah. I see that. I can see it, mate. Yeah, big floppy hat with a feather. So what you up to? Found anything you want to buy in this lovely little establishment? What's the mean, Slab?
The man over there's got a big gun.
Got a big gun, has he? Is that a euphemism?
No, It's just a big gun.
Oh, all right. Yeah, well, why aren't you, I mean, big gun? You're a big man. Sounds like a match made in heaven.
You'd have thought, wouldn't you?
Yeah. You would have, I do think that. I would have thought that. So why aren't you, or you not got any money?
Well, I've got money.
Suppose you need
I've
money.
got that much.
All right, how much is Guy?
Out of character. I've got 632 thrones on me.
In character, what you say?
600.
No.
About 50 thrones.
Got about 50 throws. Oh, that's nowhere near enough for a fucking, nowhere near enough for a gun like that. Yeah. You see, I'd be happy to lend you some, Slab, but I just don't know. I don't suppose you'll be able to get any back, and I'm not. I like to. I don't like to lend money and not receive it back. You see. In fact, I like to receive it back with interest. You know what interest is, Slab? Hey.
Nah,
Ah. Oh well.
boss will pay for it.
Boss? Which boss is this?
Antonia Mesmeron.
Yeah. I guess you will, mate. Yeah. I mean, only.
You have to forgive me because all
pay.
games are hazy. Canni knows she's dead, doesn't she, or doesn't she? At this point, I forget who knows and who doesn't. And Canni knows. I don't know if he knows or not. I'm not sure.
Let me think about it. The guys outside know. It's been. Has it been mentioned in the mansion? No, it hasn't been
I'm not
mentioned in
sure.
the mansion yet. You don't know where she is. You know, she left about 2 months ago and you haven't seen her since.
I can't remember who was there when she died.
None of these characters were there when she died.
Yeah, it was Dark Heresy, the OGs.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I got a bad feeling about Mesmeron. Yeah, call it a hunch. Yeah, I just don't know. Not sure we can trust her. Not sure we're gonna see her again. Maybe some oaths should be broken. Slab.
Gladcock could have paid, but the worms at him.
Yeah. Oh well, never mind, Slab. I mean, yeah. No way 50 rounds is gonna get you anywhere near that fucking big gun, is it? Well, let's see what Mongol's got to offer, shall we?
Spring's been with Slab this whole time. Hang on, where's Spring? Where's the fucking character
Right.
sheet?
She's right behind Slab. She's character sheets in.
I've got it.
I had that.
I've got it.
I got it.
She says, she's no, Canni, look, his number maths, he's adding and dividing and subtractorising. That ain't that good.
He's thick, isn't he?
No, don't say that. And she pats Slab on the arm. She says, he's not thick. He's just, special, isn't he? Right?
Yeah. Special like corned beef.
The gun in 50 thrones. The guy said he wanted 650 thrones. But Slab didn't have enough. He's a bit short, isn't he?
Not often they say that, is it, Spring?
No, it was a joke, Slab. Play on words. Don't worry about
It
it.
was a play on words, Slab. Like a witty staying, like a forget it.
It was a joke, Slab.
Never mind. Slab, you're all right, mate. If that's all that's stopping between you and that big gun, and you really want it, I could loan you as long as you pay me back with interest. And Spring here, she'll do all the subtracting and the dividing and the multiplying and the percentages for you. Isn't that right, Spring? You'll work out the interest, what you love. You'll make sure you don't get ripped off or anything.
She peers around Slab, looking at you, Canni, with a bit of a confused look on her face. And she goes, yeah.
Just look at her pointedly.
Yeah, I'll see you right, Slab. I'll work out the infractions and all that.
And I'll get out 50 thrones.
What you say, Slab? 50 thrones,
Slab.
very reasonable rate of interest, 4.2% on a daily basis.
Slab, make a scrutiny test. Just gonna make a note. Canni.
Can I? put oh, there we go. I was going to say I'll do this anyway, but I'd like to put a fate point on mine. I didn't know what he's going to roll.
Yeah, okay.
I'd like to put a fate point on mine just to try and seal the deal with plus 10 or minus 10.
I mean, you've fought alongside this guy Slab. You've bled with him. You
We're
know,
mates.
you're warrior companions now. I mean, he wouldn't rip you off. It seems like a pretty good deal. You know, he's offering to lend you money. Seems fair. Maybe paying a little bit back. You think he's got your best interests at heart?
No, I want to see what Mungor's selling first.
Okay, Mungor. Mungor, this whole time he's standing there. He's quite a big guy. You think there might be a bit of mutant in him. He's very squat, not like Ted's squat. He's about 5'6", but he's very muscular and he's bare chested. He's just wearing a tactical kilt, you might call it. He's got a bit of a sort of dumb look to his face. He looks a bit like a bit shriveled up his face, and he's got a sign attached to his shoulders, which can either of you read? I don't think you can
Nope.
you?
I cannot.
Spring can.
Well, but I'll tell you who could read. It was Otto. He could read. He was good with numbers. I miss him. If only he was here now with me.
Make a willpower test, Canni.
89. Fail.
Oh, I shouldn't try and summon. Shouldn't try and force it, should I?
Otto is not with you at all. He's dead. He's long since
dead.
dead. I mean, you
He's
just
long
ate
since dead.
ate a bit of his brain. I mean, it's not like eating someone's brain gives you their abilities, is it?
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Spring
It'll make you stronger
does
when
it
you
make
eat
you
their.
stronger or smarter. Spring points at the sign and she says, she doesn't say that. She says, "Hi, my name is Mungor. Ask me about my lucky charms and talismans. Iho sticks, 10 thrones a pack, blades sharpened, 15 thrones. Ask me about my modification services."
Spring, how are your modification services?
No, not my modification services. Mongol's modification.
Oh.
All right, Mongol.
Right, mate.
Just stares at you.
Not much of a talker, Mungo. I like that. That's strong and silent. That's good. I like that. Tell me about your wares, Mungo. Tell me about your modification and your talismans. Have you got any bling gold chains? I'm talking like big fucking, I'm going to make a statement to go on my new sneakers.
He peers at you for a moment.
They want to look fucking, like I've got some wodge.
He peers at you quite intently for a moment. Then he turns and he's got this like rack of various assorted jewellery. Some of it looks like it's made of scrap, or bullet casings, or random bits of glass, beads, all sorts of different things. And he takes a long time looking at you before he picks one out, and it's got all these like little pieces of metal on that have been carved into various shapes that resemble knives and swords and assorted weapons. You even see there's a couple on it that look like meat cleavers. And then in the middle, there is like a large medallion with this strange symbol you've not seen before. And he holds it up to you.
Oh, yeah.
Does it look slightly grotesque, quite chavvy? Bigger is better sort of style.
It's definitely grotesque. Just give me a
Let's have a little looky.
give me a site-based awareness test, please.
Past 5 degrees.
Okay, I'm just going to send you a message. Oh, make an intelligence test as well, please, with a plus 10.
Oh, no. My only weakness.
Wow.
Oh, I say honestly, what am I doing today? One of them days today, it seems.
Right.
Yeah.
Got like a barter hat on or something.
It's also it's eating Otto's brain. That's what's done it.
That was. You see, it has done something.
It has done. That's exactly it, mate.
Good.
Here is clicking. This is quite, what's the word? Excited. Anticipation.
Frenzied. Taparooing.
Here you
Where am I looking? Discord?
go. Roll 20.
Or roll 20? Aha.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's it's classy, right? Classy, and it goes perfect with these sneakers. I'm gonna look the fucking bomb. How much is it, Mongo?
He turns and taps at another sign, pointing at some numbers. And although you can't read and write, Canni, you would probably, recognise numbers enough to be able to figure out what he's getting at. And it's 20 thrones.
Yeah. Tell you what, mate. Like it so much, I'll pay full price.
He gives you a thumbs up with a rather meaty-looking thumb and holds out his hand and the chain.
Okay, I'll shake the hand and take the medallion. I'll put it straight on, and I'll turn to Spring and to Slab and go, "Come on, tell me what you think." I'll be puffing myself up into, feeling quite pleased with myself at this point.
Not put money in his hand.
Don't lie to me, Spring. What do you think, eh? What do you think?
Hang on a sec. Slab, can you make a awareness test, please? Plus 10.
No.
No. Spring says, yeah, it looks sweet, Canni. Somehow it goes with those bright white trainers you've got on so well. I like all the little intricate details. She reaches up and she touches one of the axes that's hanging from the chain. And I'd like you to make a willpower test, please. Canni.
Try not to kill it.
She says, I like all these little details on the axe heads. You slap her hand away.
Fuck off!
She
Shout.
takes a step back, looks a bit startled.
Never touch me like that.
Oh, sorry, Canni. Sorry, mate. Sorry. It's I just wanted to have a good look. That's all.
Yeah. No, it's nothing. No, nothing. I didn't mean. I would never hurt you, Spring.
Yeah.
I
I
never
know.
hurt you. You know that. Yeah.
I know that. Yeah. She looks a little startled.
I wouldn't do that. Not like that.
Canny's going to look around. He's going to have a decency to look a bit sheepish, and he's going to look around for somewhere else to be.
Spring suddenly busies herself. She takes a few steps away from you, and she starts fiddling with these blades that are on display. So I can't remember what was said about the gun. Are you going back to help Slab buy the gun?
I think he was wanted to see what Mungo. I think he wants to check out Mungo's wares first. So I'll leave it to Slab then. I'm pretty much done here, Dave.
Okay.
I've had a good turn, so.
So Slab, what are you doing with Mungo? That was a poor choice of words.
What melee shit's he got?
So he's got an assortment of just quite average-looking weapons. Most of them are probably a bit too small for you. Like the biggest ones are swords that would probably be more like daggers to you, and they don't look like they're really worth your time. But he does have this this upgrade service that he's referred to. Or rather, Spring's referred to.
I'll ask him about his upgrade services.
He turns his attention to you, and he looks you over, and his eyes settle on your chopper. Pause for Johnny. And then he points at your blade, and then he turns around and he takes two weapons, from behind him. He takes two of these. They look like basically like a saber. They're almost identical, these two weapons, but one of them has this dull silver hilt guard, and the other one doesn't. And he holds them up, clearly trying to show you the difference between the two. And he's like sort of pretend fighting with them with these two swords, and then he sort of does a little tangle and flicks the unmodified sword out of his own hand, which lands on the floor, and then he goes, looks all startled, and then he puts those blades back, and then he picks up two what look like mauls that again are identical, and he holds up one that looks like a normal maul, then he holds up a second one which has some sort of box on it with a trigger and some wiring, and he pulls the trigger and you see a discharge of electricity around the fighting end of this maul, and then he puts that down, and then he picks up two very thin bladed, gently curving rapiers, and holds up them so you can see the difference. And one of them has a modified grip on it. He's pointing at that, and he's showing you the difference between the two, and then he puts the weapons back and just stands there and looks at you.
There. I'll just shake my head.
Can I just ask at this point, so I'm still there, and I say,
Can you improve these, or are they already perfect?
I'd like to hand over, well, show him my cleaver and meat hook combo. Don't know if they could be modified to an improvement or not. Or whether they are, yeah, so I have no idea. I kind of assumed that they'd already be maxed out.
I'll have a look. He nods at you. He points at Sally, the meat hook. And he gestures to the grip on the rapier. And then he points at Molly. No, it doesn't work actually. No, that's it. He points at Sally and points at the grip.
Yeah, well, go on then, yeah. I mean, maybe my hand's just been getting a little bit, I don't know, stronger or something, but the grip's not quite right. Maybe it can be improved. It's not that my hand is getting fatter, you see. It's not that.
Barely fits in. So you not interested, Slab?
It depends what the mods are.
They are an adamantium hilt guard, discharge pack,
no
and a
use
duelist.
to me whatsoever. The hilt guard.
So what's the? I mean, I'm trying to understand what it is. I'm not actually totally clear. I'll probably get it anyway, Dave. But what I'm actually buying here?
It is. Oh God, where's my cursor gone? My mouse cursor's gone invisible. Oh, there it is. You are buying a duelist's grip.
Okay.
Which gives you +5 parry.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll definitely go for that. That's
Pretty cool.
So yeah, that
ideal.
That or the hilt guard would go on Slab's chopper.
How much is the duelist grip?
The duelist grip is 60 thrones. The adamantium hilt guard is very expensive. It's 350.
Yeah, but like I said, I've got no benefit really of using that apart from the +2 armor on the arm, because I can't disarm things. The only way I disarm things is by cutting their arms off.
I mean, that's disarming as disarming gets, really, isn't it? Yeah,
It's a good thing, the hilt guard, but unless you've got disarm skill, it's a bit of a waste.
And he goes, "You what?"
No, he doesn't have. What is this hilt guard? I mean, I've kind of missed that bit.
Adamantium hilt guard. It only applies to swords, though.
Ah, okay, so I can't put it on.
It gives you +2 armor to the arm that he's holding the weapon, and it gives you +2 automatic degrees of success when you're trying to disarm things.
That's excellent.
That's awesome. That is really cool.
That's
It's a
why
very
it's
good thing.
That's why it's 350
excellent,
thrones.
Yeah, it's excellent. I'd buy it, but swords are for fannies, so I'll just. But everyone knows that. I mean, what kind of queer uses a sword?
Excuse me.
No.
I feel attacked.
So I'll pay the, was it 60 for the
60 for the hilt,
plus
for
5
the
power. Yeah, I'll,
for the duelist grip.
That's got to be the quote of the night. Swords are for fannies.
Johnny, you'll stand by that because it's an axe user.
Yeah.
I do. I agree with you completely.
Everyone knows that.
Right, so I'll leave him. I'll leave Sally with him, and I'll lean in right close to Mungo and it says,
This hook means quite a lot to me, Mungo, and if anything was to happen to it, well, I wouldn't want to be the person who took it from me. Try to make myself very clear.
Just kind of peers at you for a bit and then takes the hook off you, and he begins unwinding the leather that is around the handle.
with him, or I don't know if it's like duelist grip while you wait, or whether I need to leave it for a while. But
It'll take him a little bit of time. You can wait, or you can wander.
I'll leave it here then and bugger off and find the others.
Yeah, so I mean, you can add it to inventory anyway.
Yep.
Just on the description of Sally, add duelist grip, and it already has a modifier for parry, doesn't it? Give it another.
Well, it's balanced though. So it's total of plus 15 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do the same, Pigs, but I'll wait for it.
Okay, 60 thrones, twice. Okay, so that's you two. Back to Karrell, Silas, and Ted. You're all together now.
Go team.
Yay!
Ted was. I've lost Ted. Oh no, he's there. Yeah. Okay.
Right, can I
Right.
make an awareness test at the stall to see if it's got anything slightly defunct?
I mean, it's quite obvious to you that all of these weapons look to be in good working order.
Alright, I'll ask him then. I'll say, do you have any weapons which need fixing, or we can sell on, which you need to have parts or work on, or anything like that, sir?
I mean, yeah, I do. He doesn't talk like that, does he? He says, yeah, I forgot his accent. Fuck it. He says, yeah, I do, as a matter of fact, but that's kind of how I make my living, isn't it? You know, I buy them, I'll fix them up.
Well, I kind of make my living in the same way, sir, so I was just wondering what you got here.
So,
Maybe with just your profit value on, eh?
I mean,
A little bit of profit. What do you got?
I mean, nothing
Parts?
particularly.
Do you sell parts?
No, I don't. I'll sell fixed up guns, mate. That's what I do. That's my job. That's my living. I've got a wife and 6 kids to feed.
It's just double the amount of kids.
6 kids, you think? Okay, you've been a busy man. Don't have TVs where you are. Box feed or anything like that.
No, we don't, mate. Or condoms,
well.
apparently.
Well, what are they?
Exactly. Says I do have this rather fine auto pistol though. And you realise he's clocked your auto pistols.
Oh well. Okay. Can I have a quick look at this gun? See if I think it's any good. With an have I got evaluate? Check. Evaluate. I do. I'm gonna click evaluate on his gun if that's okay. I might just declare something.
Yeah, it's currently chained to his stall.
I've got no idea.
And it's it's currently chained down to his stall. This auto pistol, and it is real fancy. It's finished in gold with all this engraving, this scroll work in it, and it catches the sun. It looks like a very, very fine quality weapon, Silas. It's clearly a cut above the weapons you have. Then he says, for you, sir, 700 phones.
I do not have 700 phones, sir, so...
Then in that case, sir, it's not for you, 700 phones.
Exactly, sir, exactly. Well, it's been a pleasure, sir, but I'm going to have to move on if we can find any trade from that there. Oh, by the way, do you have any hand cannon rounds and a few more pistol rounds?
No, it's part of the town charter, sir. I'm not allowed to sell ammunition, but if you are in need of ammunition, and he points back to where you came, to this building that's opposite the pub, where you've seen this this like barred window. And He's like, Tinker Tay's back there. She'll sell you ammunition for pretty much anything as long as she's got it in stock.
Could say.
Tinker Tay's. He says
Well,
she makes a lot of her
Soldier
own.
spy somewhere else, or
You what? Sorry.
I'll go visit her on the way out.
I was gonna say, is there a soldier spy somewhere else as well?
Just keep just
Sailor.
patience, Alan. Patience.
If there's no other objections, then shall we move down to see if we can get Karrell outfitted?
Okay.
Or something.
Sounds good to me. I don't know
How about you, Ted? Is that anything you need? As well as Karrell, obviously. We know Karrell needs bloody everything. How about you, Ted?
I was only interested in something to help me survive the wastes in case it gets pear-shaped on the way to the city.
Pardon me.
So we could probably fashion something. We'll put our heads together and make something handy for you, mate. I've got quite a few spare parts, so I'm sure you can fashion something out of them. You can show me a few tricks or two while you're at it.
Okay.
Shall we go buy more parts as well while we're here? That's something we need to do. Dave?
I lead the way.
Alright, so we'll go down. Can you take us down? I'm just walking around my car at the moment.
Yeah, no. It's
Can you take us down to the, what do you call it? The clothes salesman?
you certainly can.
The armor or clothes. What do you want, Karrell? Do you want to be fighting in your pajamas, or are you happy just rocking up?
Some sort of a body glove would be standard for me. I don't really
Okay.
anything else.
We have only so many funds, Karrell, so we'll get ourselves down there. So, do we see a place where they sell body gloves or armor?
Yeah, so there's this guy over here that's got racks and racks of clothing for sale. All sorts of different styles and designs, and he's also got a few bits of armor. He's got quite a lot of what you would recognize, Silas, as wasteland armor. It's, like furs and leathers and stuff that's been made from the local fauna. But there are also a few other bits and pieces. There is what looks like a heavy coat made of chainmail. There is a very thin, light flak coat. It looks like it's fairly decent quality, quite lightweight. There's also where's the other one? There was something else. I can't remember what it was now. There's also this. There is a body glove, as a matter of fact. It doesn't look like a particularly hardened body glove. There's different kinds of body gloves. Looks like it does offer some protection, but it's not like the full armoured one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a set of what you recognise, Silas, that you were talking about earlier, of wind armour.
Wind armor.
And for those of you that don't know, a lot of the scavengers on Desolium use this stuff because it's not the storms that are the problem. It's this sand that's like this, shards of glass, and it gets whipped up, and it nearly killed Silas when he was leaving the city. It can be quite nasty. The wind armor.
Yeah, it's horrible stuff.
The wind armor looks a bit like that. You should be able to see it on Roll20.
So what? Pop up hopefully soon.
Silas has a set.
Yeah. I think got a spiky bit though. It's quite clean, really well polished, shining.
It looks. This wind armor. Make an awareness check, please, all of you that are there at this clothing stall.
finding Karrell. Still going to find. Oh yeah, but. Okay, the one troll is terrible.
As it should be for a copper. Yeah, it looks like it's in pretty good nick, this armour. It's clearly second-hand. It's got a few dints and scrapes in it, but as far as this sort of armour goes, Silas, it's in good condition. You know that it's hard-wearing, and it'll last you a lifetime, even with a few little dings and stuff in it. And as you approach this stall, this man here, this rather flamboyantly dressed guy with this thin sort of upturned moustache, waxed moustache. He's got like what looks like a fake military jacket with epaulets and fake medals that are clearly not supposed to be military in design. They're clearly supposed to, like, you know, be modelled on military. But it's obviously he's not trying to pass himself off as an officer. And it's a stylistic thing. And he sees you approaching and he turns to you and he says, "Hey, look here, it's some of your friends. You in the market for some new clothes? You come and see Ralph Gucci."
Well, hello. my friend here, Karrell, is looking for some armor which fits his physique here. Would you chance be able to help my friend out?
I mean, why is he looking for the new clothes? I mean, look, he's dressed to kill, yes? No, you're right. We need to get you out of these pajamas and into something with a little pizzazz.
Dressed to be killed.
He says, come, sit down. Let's show you what I've got to offer you, my friend.
Can I try and charm the guy a little bit and sweet talk him up to not in like gay way, but like in a friendly way?
No homo.
Yeah, if that's what you want to do, yeah, go for it. So what he's got.
Hates me.
I
was too salty for him.
Yeah, you get the
Try.
impression.
You should have gone gay. You should have gone it in a gay way.
Yeah, you should have gone for him gay, definitely.
All right, I'm gonna declare it then. I'm gonna do it in a gay way now. Well then, howdy, bar.
Now this is something I'd like to role play.
Do we entertain it?
No, definitely don't pass it in a gay way either.
No, he's straight. He's a straight fashion designer. That's all. I don't know what that accent is. He sits and he spends a good 10 minutes. He spends a good 10 minutes with you, Karrell. Just he's clearly taken pity on you because you're dressed in these fucking pajamas, and he's going out his way to find clothes for you.
Thank you.
There are a variety of outfits, and as usual with this sort of thing, it can look like whatever you want.
Cool.
The quality is what determines the price. You can get a full outfit of just clothes. This is without talking about the armor. Poor quality would be 5 thrones. Common quality would be 10 thrones. Good quality would be 30 thrones. He also has a couple of other things that he wants to show you, and he tells you that this looks like it's the perfect hat for you. He tells you, and again, this can look however you want it to look, but the description of it is the fanciest hat you ever did see. It's a very noticeable hat. It's a hat that makes people stand out in a crowd, and he offers you this hat for 50 thrones. He also, the other end of the clothing spectrum, he shows you this jacket, this quite nice, well-fitted plain black jacket, but it's good quality, and it again can kind of look however you want, but it's described as the most nondescript jacket in existence.
That'll do.
He also has full sets of wasteland camo gear.
Okay, that sounds good. That's pretty
Bro,
cool.
so
And
I see you got your arm on the wasteland camo gear. How much is that, sir?
Oh, the camo gear, yeah, now he's got a different accent. I don't know what's going on. He says, the camo gear, yes, it's the finest quality. He's got about 10 sets of it. Make an awareness test. It's 80 thrones for a full set, and it's like a shirt, an undershirt, a jacket, trousers.
Oh my god. Oh.
You notice every single one of these, 10 sets of camo gear is repaired in some way. You also notice there's what looks like a couple of blood stains here and there on some of them, and you immediately make the connection. You've seen this gear before.
Pressure point.
It's the uniform. No. It's the uniform of the Decilium Involute Cadre.
Alright, okay, cool.
I see you got the uniform of the Desolate Involute Cadre, and it seems to be worn, sir. It does not seem to be new. I can see a few bullet holes and bloodstains on you, and you're going to charge me 80 thrones per set, are you, sir?
Well, I mean, how much do you think? He's gone again. He said, well, how much do you think it would cost to buy this brand new in the Hive?
We're not in the Hive, sir.
Precisely. You can't buy it in the Hive.
I say I'll offer you 15 thrones for a set.
15 thrones, please. Give me a barter roll.
Honestly, sir, I would not put my friends in it for anything more.
Give me a barter roll and an evaluate roll.
Okay. Which one first? Shall I do evaluate?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Well, okay. Not bad. Come on, Silas. You can barter. Okay. I'm gonna evaluate. 40. Submit. Oh, fucking hell.
Okay, so you do think these are a little bit overpriced. Not massively, not ridiculously. You also think that 15 thrones is like you're trying to rob the guy. And he says to you, oh, 15 thrones, please. I have a wife and 27 mistresses to feed. I'll
All right. I'll raise my price a little bit for you, sir.
barely above cost. I can see you out a shrewd man, a shrewd businessman. 50 thrones.
Are these clothes worth 50 thrones for you, Karrell, or would you be all right with a set of common gear for 10 or 15?
Do alright with these for 45.
50 is the lowest I can go. Unless you've got a barter roll for me, Johnny. You can give me a barter roll if you want.
Yeah, he's probably going to push up the price if I do my barter roll. I'll buy it.
4,000 thrones.
Yeah, there.
He says, I'm sorry, 50 thrones is the lowest I can go.
Okay.
How much do you want these clothes, Karrell? I can, I'll tell you what, sir. Give me a selection of common stuff. I'm the person buying here. I can't be spending more than 15 or 20 on clothes. I'm sorry for wasting your time there.
It's no problem. That's it's part of the joys of shopping in trade. Yes, we get to bargain. We get to make a little back and forth.
But would you be able to fit him out in the maybe a set of what would you say, plain khaki trousers, some sort of jacket, and the top of his choosing, of course.
Oh, of course. He starts to bring things out, which again can look however Karrell wants them to look. He offers a decent, like common quality clothing outfit for 10 thrones.
Yeah, I'll do.
Right. Yep.
He also has some armor. Like I said before, the wind armor is, Silas, that this is going to be well out of anyone's price range here.
Yeah, I've taken the 10 thrones already off common clothes, alright? Just done that now.
The body glove. Which one is it? Yeah, the body glove he wants 300 thrones for.
Yeah, no.
It's not my price anyway.
It is pretty cheap for what it is, but it's
yeah, I've only got 224.
The leathers and the furs.
He'll be dead soon.
The leathers and the furs are all easily affordable, but they're not great armor. But probably the best thing he offers you is this light flat coat, and he offers you it for 45 thrones.
That's pretty good.
Oh, well, I think we'll take the light flat coats, so I'll take that off, and I'll be on 179 now.
Okay, so
Once
Karrell.
again, you have my thanks, Silas. I owe you.
I certainly do. You got some work to be doing out there in the desert and waste collecting for me now. Pay it back, give me a day. Or, well, no. Oh, that's quite a few days. But it'll be alright, you will pay it back.
You'll pay. So, Johnny,
Hey, one way or another.
if you want to add to your inventory, Johnny, a set of common clothes and a light flak coat. The flak coat gives you 2 armor to your arms, body, and legs, and 5 armor against frag grenades.
Cool.
And 3 days defense work for Silas.
Do that. I'll monitor it.
Put that under debt.
You enjoy that far too much, Hayden.
Of course I do. I'm running Silas like a businessman.
Yeah, that's the way to be, mate. That's the way to be.
Ted, were you after anything from the clothing man?
Hey, how much is the windsuit?
Oh, that, I mean, it's partly used, so it's not, you know, the most expensive for you, sir, because, don't take this the wrong way, but it's a little bit on the big side. I could have it modified. I've changed my accent for no reason. But to you, sir, it's going to be 1,800 thrones.
Fucking hell. Alright, thanks.
Well, if you change your mind, you know, I often have such items in stock. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but maybe one day you could be the proud owner of a Decilium. Fuck it. No, I'll do whatever I want. You're not my dad. It's always here.
You.
The wind armor.
You!
It comes and goes. It comes and goes like
Big
the
boy.
wind. Sometimes I have one suit, sometimes I have many suit.
Alright, well, is there anything else we may need from this shop then now? Do you have a helmet, sir?
Does he have helmets? I don't think he does.
Very personal question.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any helmets.
So you're Jewish. I see. Oh, it's the opposite way around. Anyway.
Yes, he's not Jewish.
So, yeah, we've achieved everything there. Anything else we need, really, between us three while we're here?
Just noticed Canni's changed his name to Chavi.
Hey, Chavi.
We're having a whale of a time. It's nice to be. You can't be a good shopping episode, Dave. I've had all these thrones burning a fucking hole in my pocket for ages.
That's,
so.
I was looking at
Nice
everyone's
job.
inventory a few weeks back, like, they need to spend some of this. So, anyway, so Slab has headed back to Balfus. And Balfus says, "Oh, I've been going back, is you?"
I sent you a message a little while ago.
Yeah. So you're offering this weapon.
Mm-hmm.
He takes it from you. He gives it a look over. He says, "Ooh, it's a nice piece. Footfall pattern, yeah." He holds it up. He pops the clip out, and pops around out, and he pulls the trigger a few times. He's obviously checking the mechanism. He says, "Yeah, I can take that off your hands, sir." He pushes the bullet back into the clip. Puts it to one side, says, "But I can't buy the ammunition, unfortunately." Says, "Key 110 for that."
Yeah, okay.
But I'll have your big gun.
Says, "Oh, excellent, yeah. good deal, good deal. And he puts the bolt pistol into a drawer, which he closes and locks, you notice, and puts the keys on his belt, and he heads to the back of the store, and he picks up this heavy stubber, and he comes over to you with it, and he drags the ammo backpack feed again. He says, "You need some bullets for it, mate?
Butter.
Some
Need
butter.
some butter?
Yeah, I need some butter for it.
It's just smear a bit in the mechanism. It'll help it fire. You need
The
some-
ghee butter.
Stay away from the ghee.
How much are they?
He said, "Oh, I can't sell you them, sir. It's part of the rules of the settlement." But he points to this large building opposite the inn and says, "But over there, sir, all the ammunition you'll ever need. Some specialist ammunition, but old Tinker Tay's over there. She makes a lot of her own."
Where we're headed next, by the way.
Mhm.
Just in case you want to tie it in.
I'll buy that gun off of him then.
Okay. It is ogre proof as well.
I was going to say it needs to be ogre proof, otherwise I can't use it anyway.
It's the only one of the heavy stubbers that is ogre proof. It's almost like it was put here for a reason.
Did you see the other message I sent you?
I don't think so. Where was that? Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
Sent
There is,
it at 10 to 8.
There is a. Where is it? There's a handout.
Yeah, I saw it.
Oh, you see that, have you? Yeah.
I was looking through there at what I could palm off.
Yeah. Right. So, what was that? 650 for the gun, wasn't it? And 110. He sold that for. Right. So, if you want to, oh God. If you want to add this to your inventory, it's a gunmetal pattern heavy stubber. Yeah. And if you want to put the weapon profile in as well.
Yep.
So it's a heavy weapon, obviously, for the type. Its range is 100 meters. Its damage is 1d10 plus 4.
Yep.
Its rate of fire, it's only full auto, and it does 8 shots on full auto. It has pen of 3. The reload is like fucking. Don't even bother putting it in because it's backpack fed. So it's different rules, and then in the special rules it has ogre proof and scatter. It's also weighs.
Wow.
It weighs 30 kilos.
Such a wild heavy stubber.
The scatter is only at point blank though, so you have to be within 3 meters.
What were the mods that were add on it?
Yeah, I'm just finding that. So it's got where the fuck have I put it? Just a second. I've lost my thing. There it is. Right, so it's got a backpack ammo feed. The backpack also counts as storage space, and it holds. It doesn't currently have any ammo, but it holds. The fuck is it there? Up to 2,000 rounds.
Fucking hell.
I think I need to buy some ammo. Otherwise, Slab's going to run into combat with it clicking loudly.
It probably would. It also has. It also has storage capacity of half of what a normal backpack does on top of that. It has. Where's the fucking thing?
Slab a good shot?
I don't think on matter.
No, I was just wondering.
No, he's not, but he can use heavy SPs.
Oh, that's really cool. But,
Ah.
like, you can still suppress the fire. Was awesome.
Yeah, I know.
So it's got a mono sight, which comes with a basically on a wire. There's like a sight on the gun, and then on a wire there's like a monocle type thing that you can clip onto the side of your head.
Nice.
You haven't currently got anything to attach it to. You can either get creative or have something surgically attached. And it's also got, which probably doesn't really matter too much to you because you're a fucking ogre, but it's got an extra grip.
So you can hold it with 3 hands.
Yeah. So what it basically does is an extra
That's
grip usually.
Use it for
The extra,
three-armed maniac.
the extra grip normally gives like basic weapons the ability to be fired one-handed at lesser penalties. With this, because it's a heavy weapon and it's rigged for an ogre, it kind of lets you do the same, but it's wildly inaccurate when you do. It's the kind of thing that the only time you'd probably use it is at point blank when you've got that scatter roll.
Cool.
Yeah, and that's that.
Cool. I need to get a motion predictor on that then.
Canni, what are you up to?
I would like to head over to Mr. Gucci, Ralph.
Hey, it's the big guy.
Hey, mate, I'm not metagaming you or anything, mate, but I couldn't help but notice that hat you got there draws the eye.
Which one? What does it look like?
You're the one that's very special. It just looks a bit like, well, I don't even know. It's
Floppy
like.
hat with a feather.
I'll show you a picture. I'll show you a picture. I'll send you a picture, Dave, if that's all right.
Yeah, of course. it is.
Because I don't think the words exist in 40k for it. So I'll,
Musketeer's hat.
I'm going to send you a little.
Is that what you're thinking? Musketeer's hat.
Well, I don't want to tell you what I'm thinking, mate.
Okay.
I think many things, and not all of them are suitable for sharing.
I wish I knew that.
Okay, right, so, where are we? I'll send you a little messenger, Dave, if you'd be so kind. This is how I'd like it to look. If that's okay.
I mean, it's almost like it was meant for me.
I can find what I've done with it. There we go.
Yeah, that is exactly what it looks like. And
That
it's,
is, it's almost like it was made for me, you see, Ralph.
and it
I would
was,
love you to put that up on the main screen, Dave.
no, not yet.
I will. Well, we'll get to that.
It's yours for 50 thrones.
Okay, I'll pay full price.
Deal's a deal, Ralph. I love it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put the
No.
put the hat on.
No,
I'm gonna
no.
turn it. Oh no, God,
No, I'm gonna put it into roll 20.
Don't you wear like a tricorn normally?
He gave it to.
Oh, he's not been wearing it for a while.
He gave it to Jeeves.
Put it on Jeeves.
Oh, okay.
Don't know why. I just got tired of wearing a pirate hat, so I put it on Jeeves.
Yeah,
God knows where it is now. I Jeeves. Yeah.
If you'd like to look at roll 20, there's Canni's new hat.
I'd like to put the hat on. I'd like to put it slightly askew, please, Dave. So it's like pointing off, like sideways to the back, perhaps.
Yep, excellent.
So yeah, I suppose you got a jacket to match or something.
Yeah, there is a jacket with the same. In fact, there's a number of jackets, Canni.
Okay.
There is one that's described as the most nondescript jacket in existence, but it's very expensive. That can look however you want. But there's an assortment of other jackets between 5, 1 for poor quality, 5 for common, and 10 for good quality jackets.
Yeah, we'll go for a good quality Burberry jacket to match, please.
Back to that nondescript jacket, Dave. How much did it cost?
The nondescript jacket was 70 thrones.
Oh, can I buy that?
You can?
In my... Yeah, I'm going to take it off. But just because Silas is... he's got the unrecognisable trait, and with a nondescript jacket, it's just... nobody's going to remember who he is. It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Add
Yeah, I want it.
add to your inventory nondescript jacket.
Okay. I've got space there.
And in brackets after nondescript jacket, put +5 shadowing and concealment.
Cool.
Oh, and Canni,
Nice.
your new hat grants you +5 fellowship.
Wow, that is fucking awesome. I shall like to rejoin Karrell and Cyrus and Ted after I've done that bit, if that's possible, please.
Okay, Javi turns up.
Right, guys. What? Go on, tell me what you think.
And he's kind of he's preening, he's puffing himself up in his new threads.
What do you reckon? Go on, tell me what you think.
You look ready for the wasteland.
Yeah.
I'd say you look tidy and clean, my friend. Really rocking the latest in fashions, aren't you, my friend? I respect how clean those shoes are. I must admit, those shoes are the most clean shoes I've ever seen in my life, bar my own.
Yeah, no, the best thing about them is they'll stay clean forever. Oh, what's that? Is that a fucking scuff on there already?
No, you realise it's just a little bit of dust, and as you swat it, it cleans up. Yeah, they're still clean, Canni. They're still clean.
Yeah, fucking glorious. I've never seen anything so white in my whole life.
They're so blinded, and that's a very fancy hat and coat you have there, I see, sir. You bought yourself a little bit of El Chave, was it? The Chave.
Yeah, that's what all the cool kids are wearing these days, you know what I mean? It's like, it's real.
El Chave.
Yeah, that's me. Chave. Check the medallion.
Show off the medallion.
That really completes the outfit.
Yeah.
I bet that'd make a few good bullets. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about guns again, Canni.
Can both of you make an awareness check, please?
It's a good job we got teleported out to this random fucking settlement by those weird alien folks, isn't it? I mean, it's a good job that happened. Or else I wouldn't have this fucking glorious hat. See, every cloud has a silver lining.
That's pretty strange, the fact that you met aliens and they teleported you. Are you bullshitting me? Your boss, what's it called, Gladstock, had sent you down here to follow me.
No, I mean,
my job right.
No, Gladstock's out of the equation, mate. We finished him, just like we finished off Speyer.
I don't know what a Speyer is, but do I?
No, you weren't present for the Speyer fight.
No. I don't know what a Speyer is, but you sure Gladstock's dead? Yeah, I mean that makes me a free agent again, I guess.
Well, not exactly, mate. We need a fucking lift, mate. So you're not that free.
Oh well, I can do it for a fee.
Fee?
Aye, a fee.
You mean free agent?
We're in the desert now, and I don't seem to have a boss. And that makes me my boss. And I'm sure we can cover Karrell's with 3 days' work. And you might owe me some provisions and obviously safe travel money from yours truly. Obviously, if you was to offer me protection somewhere, I would pay you the same. Wouldn't I?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement, Mr. Silus, and don't you worry about Gladstock. He's out the fucking equation, the weird cunt.
Well, I'll take you anywhere you want around this area for 50 thrones.
Yeah,
Anywhere you want to go.
To be honest, I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do. We need to get back with the others, don't we? We need to find Veneto and
well, to
yeah,
be
and all
honest,
the
sir, I'm sure you do, but I'm not that well acquainted with you all. I've just basically chucked out here to scavenge the waste. Is what I do. So you want a wasteland guide? I'm your man until you get to Death Slim, and I will surely maybe think. You know, I'll maybe think about joining you. I will decide upon the time. But
yeah, you do. Yeah, we can come to arrangements. So why don't we go and get acquainted? Why don't we go have a drink or like? I'm fucking parched.
I would love a drink, big man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, when I'm drunk, can I ride on your shoulder?
No, it's only the last time I gave a ride. It's
Canni's going to just start, not quite tearing up, but he's just kind of trying to, you know what I mean? He just starts getting a bit...
Staring
like
into
he's
the middle
about,
distance.
Yeah, he's trying not to cry, trying to hold back a tear.
How about a pig?
He was the best of us, you know, Silas.
As I see it tearing up, go, what about a piggy bag instead?
It's just no, I just don't think I'll ever give a piggyback again. It wouldn't be the same.
Satire.
It wouldn't be the same. You're not him. I know you're short and all, but you're not him.
You weren't there.
I was not, sir. I was not. But in a card, 50 thrones, and I spent my hand, and I go to stick it out in front of Hanny. Can he shake it if he wants?
50 throws for what? Sorry, this ride to where we going?
Wherever you want to go, sir.
Oh yeah.
It's dangerous out there. Now it might take a couple of days, and you'll be using my provisions and water.
Well, I've got my own. I'm
mind
going to
you,
take I've got a big backpack full of water. I'm just going to take a very, you know, pointed draw from this 50-litre fucking barrel I've got strapped to my back.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you.
I'm going to start cooking up a bit of meat on my.
How much did you pay for all that water, sir?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I got a pretty good deal. I gave him 30 thrones.
Can I make an evaluate roll, Dave? See
Yeah.
if I know how much it actually costs. Because I'm a waste.
Certainly, I've been overpriced. Certainly, I've been overcharged, but
It's not piss.
Yeah, you think it's a pretty good
That
deal.
seems like you got a good deal.
Yeah, that's it. They don't call me Chavy for nothing.
I've been too busy ciphering my own waters to know what to pay for it.
Can I have an intelligence test off you, please, Silas? And Johnny, can you give me an awareness check, please? And Ted.
My awareness needs some points put into it.
I've used both my fate points.
Give me an intelligence test as well, please, James.
Terrible. He's all at sea. Is he getting agoraphobic because he's in an open space?
not sort of open air, is it? Or...
Open enough. There's the sky.
Oh yeah, that's a good point actually.
He's a hive dweller, isn't he? So
Yeah,
Does this apply for me as well, actually?
No.
Yeah.
Right, James. There you go, James. Okay, so what's everyone up to now?
following
Well,
those. That's what I'm doing.
I'd like
I was off
to
to
put
the
my arm
outside.
around. Oh yeah, so I'm following Silas. I'm gonna say,
Yeah, Silas. We'll have a beer. We'll decide. We'll talk. We'll talk about that deal. Talk about the lift. We'll come to an arrangement. We'll have a few beers together first. Maybe a bit of the old.
Well, I'll just stick to a couple of whis.
Yeah,
Couple of,
couple of. Yeah, that'd be nice.
couple of at least spirit shots.
Yeah, we'll get to know each other a bit better. We'll become the best of pals, I'm sure.
Firm friends.
I'm sure. What you doing with all
you're-
that meat there, boy?
Why, are you hungry?
and Kenny starts to get out of a little. He lights a little stove, and starts putting a little bit of meat on a pan.
Got a room for a fancy a squab on a stick.
What a
Oh, well, yeah.
Squab on a stick, mate. Can't beat it. No, it's a worm on a stick,
Maybe. I
That's a worm.
don't know. I think
no,
squab on a stick is a reference to an old fucking game. I can't remember which one it was, but well, anyway, it's probably can't get squabs here, so yeah, a worm on a stick makes more sense.
I mean, the meat you've got. Canni,
It's
could be
unidentified
anything.
mystery meat.
Yeah.
It's mystery meat, mate. The best kind.
Well, I've eaten a bit of mystery meat before. I'll go for a squab on a stick.
Who hasn't eaten mystery meats here in Desolate, mate? Only the fucking upper noble toffs. Hey, can't be too fussy.
Your ammunition shop, by the way, for anyone who wanted it, is over here. I'm just off for a wee.
Let's head over.
Back in a
I'll
sec.
put out comms to everyone and say,
Let's rejoin the group together. We should never split the party. Let's get our sense together, lads. Hey, splitting up, it's madness. Everyone knows that. I say we head into the oasis. Hey, because it's nearly midnight.
I'd like to buy some ammo just before it draws in for the night.
Yeah, good idea.
I reckon we might be needing a few extra bullets. Depends what happens. Sometimes it's plain sailing stuff. You know. We don't mind if we search for treasure while we're out here on the way, so might as well make our trip useful on the way back.
It'd be rude not to.
Ah,
I mean, I'm all about the treasure.
the eyes light up.
you do indeed. You say a kindred spirit when it comes to treasure hunting. Loot, yeah, that's the word.
Canni is now slightly favourable to Silas with his joy for treasure.
Yeah, and I'll pass you over a squab on a stick as well that I've freshly cooked. Can I make a
Okay.
Dave? Could I have a cook roll? I'd like to cook up Hayden a squab on a stick.
Yeah, go for it.
Is that a box of very large pieces of pasta there, Pigs?
Yeah, it's Fusily.
Can I add a +10, please, with a
Sure.
fate point?
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem. You do not poison Silas when you make him his squab on a stick.
Good work.
Yeah, I'm something of a master chef myself, Silas, if I do say so. I mean, there's a little bit of salt on there, but not
Windows
too much
minging.
salt.
Hey, what's that?
I'll
just-
take out a glove, pick up a stick, and eat the squab with a stick. Well, thank you very much. Well, that's actually slightly delicious.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Perfectly seasoned. Not too much salt, just the right amount.
Getting
Well,
quite excited.
are you sure? No, I know you're a man who likes the food.
Yeah, you never trust a
trust 'em.
skinny chef.
Well, that's why you really want any of my cooking either. I'm just good on recaf. I can make you the best recaf. Keep you up for hours. You
Oh,
ever
yeah?
had.
Yeah, well, I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
have much trouble. I mean, recaf. It's. I mean, I'm all about stimulants, but recafs, it just don't really touch the sides,
Oh well, I'll give you. I'll tell you something, man. I'll give you my 5-time triple distilled recaf, and
Alright,
you'll know what a
alright.
stimulant is.
Right, you got
I
me.
only have 3 cups in my truck. It's been a
Oh.
small commodity.
Ah, Luxury goods,
Trip-
I see. I'm all about the
got their
luxuries.
own little fables. I was gonna save it for my perk meal, but it's basically a recap, which is a stim.
Recap, awesome.
It's my recap
Yeah.
stim.
That sounds well up Canny's street. Canny's gonna just tilt his hat slightly.
Yeah, that sounds ideal.
Yeah, it's about truck supplies. Like Alexa, I'm making up my own truck supplies here. I'm sorry.
Awesome. Yeah, I think Dave, you'll find Dave has a lot lower threshold for that sort of shit
Oh
than I do.
no,
that's for
I
sure.
don't think there's anything wrong with expecting Silas to have recaf in his. I'm sure it's come up before. Anyway, that you've got recaf in your truck. I'm sure it has.
It has.
Because
It
you've got
has.
supplies. You've got supplies which hasn't
Yeah,
ever
I've got
been specified.
supplies.
So, yeah.
I'm like, Johnny, you want a universal spectrometer that could fucking scan anything? Yeah, no problem.
Hell
mate. You want to suck it up through your finger? Yeah, whatever.
yeah. Let's do this.
Let's just go with it.
Yeah.
Something
Please,
like if
A little bit
Alexa,
Brave Life is cool.
if Alexa
Sorry,
scratches
sorry.
like her bum with the wrong hand, she'll taste shit.
Anyway, let's
Anyway,
you gotta go to the ammo shop.
He doesn't need to scratch it.
Anyway,
We're
moving
gonna
on.
go to the ammo. Sorry, that's
I had to go there. I'm sorry.
Slab, as you arrive at this it's quite solid looking building. It's looks like the sturdiest construction in the town. And you peer through the bars. There is this figure inside, dressed in the red robes of the Mechanicum. They're a little bit dusty. They're a bit hunched over. They've got these what look like very thick glasses, but as they turn and look at you, you realise it's their eyes. Their eyes are like enormous, sort of sticking out, proud from the head. And they peer at you, sort of shuffle over, like, moving like a very old woman. And this little wizened, semi-mechanical woman appears and says, My, it's been a long time since I saw one of your kind. Ha! Welcome. Can I interest you in some of my handcrafted ammunition? And she points at the back where there's racks and racks of standard ammunition. She says, I do have a few specialist items, but they are obviously in much shorter supply.
I'll point at the stubber and say to her,
Need bullets.
I recognise that weapon. I did the modifications myself. She turns around and she picks up, quite effortlessly picks up this quite large crate of ammunition. She puts it down in front of her, opens the lid, and there's like hundreds of loose bullets in this box. And she holds them up, tinkles them back into the box. He says, For you, young man, for your service, 18 rounds for one throw.
hang on.
I will with Slab if he needs a hand for maths. 'Cause we've all gone through
I'll
much
give her
stuff.
32 thrones because that's how much I've got left.
Okay,
Ah, that makes sense.
right. So that would be
576.
576. So you can add 576 rounds for your heavy stubber. She does have a few specialist rounds, but literally handfuls of them, not enough to make them effective on the heavy stubber, really. She says, yes, it was a pleasure to work with that weapon. And she says, Decilium involute surplus. She says surplus in inverted commas. She does air quotes. She gives you a wink. You're not really sure what she means. Says, I do the odd little modification on weapons now and then. And she looks around and she says this really conspiratorially, then leans towards the bar and says, but you keep that between me and you, yes?
Okay.
You enjoy yourself with that gun. It's special. Oh, and another thing, my large friend. The best weapons always have a name.
Keith.
Keith, a strong name for a strong gun in a strong boy's hands. I wish you and Keith the best. She goes back to her workshop. You see, she's making some bullets in the back there.
That's it.
Anyone else buying any ammunition?
I would like to look at my guns and see if I could modify them to make some power in any way.
Extra power? No. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. Wait, who said that?
Extra rapid fire, please.
Who said that?
Sorry. Hello, hello, ma'am.
I can hear you, but
I'm just.
the voices. The voices have returned. It's been so long. Oh, you're there.
Get my hands on the counter and pull my head up.
Sorry.
And talk to her.
Sorry, little boy. I mean, oh no, you're not a little boy at all. Sorry, my eyesight's not what it was. She says.
I'm just a shorter stature, man, but big voice.
Yes. My apologies. I couldn't see you down there after that.
I'm going to pull myself up onto the counter and sit on top of it and talk to her.
Okay.
So I can't be doing that the whole time. Then I'll sit on top of the counter now. So I'll offer my 2 guns. I say, is there any way you could modify either the fire rate or the accuracy on these weapons?
No. I don't do anything like that. That's highly illegal. I'm not allowed. Part of my deal with this town is I supply ammunition. I do offer a couple of modifications, but just between me and you, of course. But that's not a modification. That's a complete alteration of a weapon. No. I have much simpler things. And she opens her robes. She's totally naked. No, she opens her robes, and she's got hanging inside her robes a few bits and pieces.
Silas blushes just for a second with Mechanicus parts as well.
She's got like a few devices that bolt onto weapons, like red dot sights. She has some extended magazines, things like that would fit your pistols.
Okay, I'm just gonna have a look, see if I have got any modifications on my pistols. I don't think I have. No, I don't. So red dot sight. How much are red dot sights? I've got 100 odd thrones.
The red dot sights, young man, are 75 thrones each. By the way, Hayden, red dots only work with single shots. They don't work on full auto. But the auto pistols can fire full auto or single shot.
What about the Talon Mark II? What's that? Pistol. It's got rate of fire 6, so it's an auto pistol. So, yeah. I'd like extended clips then.
They can go. You can put a red dot on those pistols, but they just don't work.
I'd like one
on
with
full
an
auto.
extended. How much is an extended clip?
40 thrones.
Well, and how much is the ammunition for a hand cannon?
Oh, hand cannon rounds. Oh, yes.
I was getting. So I'm sorry, Karrell. There in the distance with 6 bullets left to his name.
They're 1 throne for 20 rounds.
Right.
Oh, that's not right. 1 throne for 16 rounds.
All right. I'll spend 2 thrones on Karrell's ammo.
Yep.
Next
So
one. Yeah, that.
add yourself 32 rounds.
32 rounds, alright.
That'll keep it going for quite a while.
Should do, yeah. Thank you.
Say that.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Hand cannons only shoot 1 person, though, don't they?
There are some that have got a semi-auto function.
As John is.
I can't remember.
No.
Oh, well. Alright then. So I've got 107 left. Then, so I got to try barter the price down on for the complete package to 100 thrones. So I'm trying to barter 10 thrones off the whole thing.
What, for the extended mags
Ammunition, and the red dot sight.
She won't budge on the price of the ammo, but you can try and barter on the red dot and the extended mags.
Yep. Well, I've paid them already out, so this is what I've got 107 left. So let's try it. So let's go. So then, would you give me a bit of discount? I do not have the total sum, and I know your goods are quality, and I'm willing to spend my gold bronze here. So saying that, I'm gonna get -2. I thought about speech first.
125. Sorry, 115 total, isn't it? How much did you
I have
say you'd got?
100. I say I've got 107, and then wipes out.
Yeah, she'll take 107 for the red dot and the thing because she rolled really badly on her barter roll.
All right, I'll sell that, and I'm skin.
Okay, so just gonna have a look at your which she puts them on for you as well. She'll attach them to the weapons. Which is having which mod?
I'll just look at them both.
Who's added?
I'm going to have the red dot sight on the Orflac.
Okay.
Orflac.
Are you putting the extended
And
mags
then
on the
I'll
other one?
Yeah, on the Talon Mark III.
Okay, so I'm going to adjust
What's
your
the
size for that. So that'd be.
Oh wow.
There you go.
Oh, brilliant. That's gonna take a few times to empty. Fantastic.
Okay. Anyone else want any ammunition?
What I want to know is who's added the googly eyes over the manhole cover. Was that you, Hayden?
No, I've not done anything today.
It looks good. I think it was Dave.
Dave.
And
Yeah, it's a bit too neat. It's a bit too neat for Hayden, so I think it's probably got to be over Dave.
Dave has a habit of fucking
Does he?
graffitiing on my maps.
as soon as I saw that broken manhole, I thought that looks like a big mouth with some really shitty teeth in it.
It does.
You just you saw the face. You just brought it out.
Exactly.
The face was always there.
It was always there.
It
Yeah,
just needed to be revealed.
waiting for someone to discover.
It's like the
it.
tiny little man I saw in the bottom of your fucking car picture, pigs.
Oh yeah, that was fucking bizarre. Some random AI generated picture I had of the interior of a car, and I didn't notice it, but Dave did. There was a tiny little man in the footwell of the car, wasn't it? Just like standing up. It was really deformed and weird.
I'm gonna have to get off, guys. I'll see you soon.
Okay,
See you later, mate.
Good to see you, mate.
Bye bye.
See you later, James. Is that ammo done?
So?
Yeah. I've got no money left.
Karrell.
Karrell's got weapons. I've got a few extra stack of
And
things.
clothes.
So,
I'm happy.
yeah.
Karrell.
Flat clothes and boots. And ammo.
Anything else you need? Anything else you need, Mr. Lawman?
A hat, maybe.
A hat.
Not a fancy hat like yours, but just something
I
funny.
mean, you'd have to fucking kill me to take this hat off me.
No,
Canni's
that won't be
Yeah,
necessary.
you're quite. There's an element of threat in that statement.
You could use some proper armour.
I could use a lot of
Proper
things.
I've got
I
some
could use some-
proper armour on me.
I could use some recaf.
I've got some. Only it's special, but I think Otto would want you to have some of this.
I will.
Offer him a couple. Otto's recaf.
I'll put my bag of swag on the floor, pigs, and pull out a shiny metal helmet.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
It was Gaius's helmet.
Ah,
I've got all his armour in here.
And he's
Really?
going to scowl.
he won't be needing that anymore.
Not at the moment. He won't.
Boy, why'd you say that?
Just
Yeah,
saying.
guys. I mean, yeah. Where was he? I needed him. Where was he?
Probably upholding the law somewhere else.
Yeah.
Has someone just drawn a very malformed cock in that thing's mouth.
That was Hayden.
That was Hayden.
I
You can
could
tell
see him doing
the production values. The production values are very
Was
different.
his tongue hanging out
I
when
could
he
see
was
his.
drawing it?
He was
Damn
doing
well
this.
done.
He was doing this. He was going. The smile was creeping higher and higher up his face.
As the cock formed. Hayden's grin.
Yeah. So yeah,
Getting
but
back to the plot.
Just look at the
Is
production
that-
values
that's-
between that cock
that's
and that
just-
mouth.
now it looks like
It's
now it
supposed
looks
to be
like
a
a
tongue.
pistol.
He's gonna kill
Let's
himself,
go.
Mr. Mano.
But yeah,
Cry for help.
I've done it.
Slab.
Getting
Slab
back to the
hands
plot,
you,
I've got a complete set of arbitrator armor here.
Yeah, he's got Gaius' arbitrator armor in a bag, along with a load of other weapons
Wow.
and all sorts of shit.
Wow.
Slab
Well,
might
it's
be
not what not.
stupid, but he's clever at the same time.
Waste not, want not. Can't be that thick, or else he'd have borrowed money off me.
What that?
Well, if anybody needs shit, I've got a deathlight laser gun and power cells, a flak vest, a mesh bodysuit, a medikit, a flak helmet, a plasma pistol, a big shield, a power maul, a bolt pistol, a meat hammer, and a full set of arbitrator armor. But nobody asked.
Well, I would not have known. I would have not
No,
known.
No, you wouldn't have known.
Well, no one would.
It's just funny because I've blown all my money.
No one would have known because Slab wouldn't Slab wouldn't think to tell anyone, would he? He'd just walk around
No.
with a bag of other people's guns. So.
I know.
I clearly said a
I
couple of
know.
sessions ago when we was in the mansion that I was taking people's gear because they're going to need it at some point.
Yeah, well, you don't know. I mean, it's saying Silas don't know in character, and you've not told
Nah.
him in character. It all makes,
But I don't
all
think
good.
I was in those games either. So.
Yeah, you was. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
why I
sounds
weren't worried,
nice,
Alan,
mate.
about taking that money off you, because if it come to it, I was just going to sell something. Like Vanetta's plasma pistol or Gaia's power maul or Gaius' power maul or something. I was going to fucking sell them. But we've got a load of shit if people need stuff. I just didn't tell anyone because I'm
I need a
not
power
very
ball.
clever.
You can't use a power ball though. Remember that.
You're not.
No, you can, but you'll be at
hey
minus
there,
20.
big man. Have you got a
Yeah,
nice
right.
pistol in there? In that bag of tricks? Slab.
It's not metagaming.
Oh, I thought you just told us.
I think Dave
only-
told you, not Slab.
Thank you, Dave.
No, the only pistol in there out of character is Hannibal's hand cannon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
put plasma fist on there as well.
Oh yeah,
Nothing any of
Vanetta's
you-
plasma pistol.
Nothing any.
I get a bit warm
plasma
wearing
pistol, but
wearing the Arbiter's armor in the weight. Might send out the
Also-
wrong message.
Also, if
Well,
you're seen walking
Sends out the
around
message not to fuck with us.
with a lone arbitrator walking around in his armor, the chances are, you're just going to get your fucking head kicked in. But there is a flak vest. I mean, you've got that flak coat now anyway.
Like, keep it light.
There's a flak helmet as well.
Yeah, there is a flak.
Flak helmet.
there you go. You got
Vanetta's
guys,
helmet.
stuff.
Flak helmet would be cool.
Just give guys his stuff around to everybody. It's fine, guys.
Well,
Guys is doing guys things.
at the moment, everyone in the other team's running around with fucking Siegfried's gear. Everyone helped themselves to his weapons, didn't they? It's like they piled all Siegfried and Trantic's weapons on the bed and went, right, I'm having that.
Yeah. Just get it
A
used.
commune, sharing, all equal.
Get it used. Get it used.
Waste not, want not. It's what Gaius would have wanted. That cunt.
Where's that? Where's that cut?
Nobody knows.
That
Yes.
pages.
Right, so are you? So you're off
But out of
Where
character,
was
if we-
he?
If there is anything
I
else we
needed
need,
him.
we've got shit here we can sell if we need to.
I don't think there's. I think we're pretty good, guys. I mean, I don't think anyone's, feels shortchanged by what they've got thus far. I don't know if there's anything anyone's missing, really.
I'm where I'm what I want to be.
Yeah. Sound pretty
I mean,
well.
I could be I could be Optimum, but I'm just what I want to be. If you know what I mean, I'm like a gunslinger. I don't know.
Yeah, is there anything?
Well,
Well,
let's
let's say. So is there anything you feel like you're missing that you've seen that you've that you wouldn't want to leave behind?
The plasma pistol makes me interested because I'm only allowed to use pistols.
You
Being a
don't got that.
gunslinger.
You'd be at minus 20.
Dave's
Yeah,
role
no,
just
he's asking me out. He's asking me out of character, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Apart from that, that's why I say
Yeah.
Silas
still be
is
a minus,
absolutely
yeah.
fine. He's
Right.
happy in his gunslinger. He likes to keep his clothes clean.
Mhm.
That's it. And
I'll say, have you got?
he hasn't put that coat on until he washes it.
Cool.
Well, he's just
So you've got your heavy stubber, haven't you, Dave? So is there
I've got the stubber I could do with a
Can you-
mod on it, but they're expensive. Need
what mods can you put on it?
I'll need a. Well, I don't need. I'd like a motion predictor on it, which sort of cuts out the penalty for firing it on full auto.
Let's say out of character, I'm quite happy to sort of say out. Like, in the character, obviously, I can't just give money
Oh,
away.
yeah, I know.
It just doesn't. Can you get that right? So.
Oh yeah, I totally get that. But like I said, we got shit we can sell if we need to.
Okay. Cool.
You could always
Yeah,
spray up the arbiter armor and deface it, like yeah.
Well, maybe. Yeah, I'd serve that fucking guy. That's right.
Anyway.
Deface his armor. The fucking cunt.
Has she got a motion predictor, Pigs?
No, she didn't offer one.
There you go. It's all moot anyway.
Or moo. So, Karrell,
Or
is there
moo.
anything you feel you're missing? Are you ready for a drink yet, or are you done shopping? You ready for a pint? Because I'm fucking.
I'm parched, I say. I just spent the last of my throne, so the drink's on you, I suppose, big man.
And it's nearly midnight. That's not the fucking way it works. You've been in the waste long enough. Just because you ain't got nothing, don't mean you get mine. Fucking scavenge. You think I was born yesterday. Fucking
Slab's gonna
scavenge
reach
you
into his
all
pack pigs and pull out a bottle of beer.
He's got it.
I've
You got everything you want,
beers
Gav.
on me as well.
How many?
24 bottles of beer in my backpack.
Guys. It's nearly midnight. We've
It's
got
not.
to get in this drinking establishment.
It's not nearly midnight. It's about 1 in the afternoon.
No. It's nearly midnight. We're going to go to the Oasis.
Ah, I see where you.
Jesus.
Well, find your timekeeping's wrong, sir.
Oh,
I make it just I just make it 1 hour past noon.
Yeah, it was just I mean, forget it. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't know what I was saying. I just must I'm just taking a lot of obscura sometimes. What I say doesn't
I
make
think
any
you're
sense.
just taking for some more of that swinging bacon inside of that shop there, boy. I'll
That's
be all
exactly right,
tempted. We all
So,
can be tempted at times, but I wouldn't.
yeah.
I would not trust a scurvy woman in those establishments, sir.
Yeah, but you
You're
know, I
finding
mean,
that
like,
self-nice woman. I'm sure you're a nice woman. Don't go to a place like that.
yeah, I tried, mate, but she's already married. It's the anniversary today, so I'll try again tomorrow. Karrell, you got everything you need to buy, mate? You ready for a pint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your sub is buying.
Yeah, okay, I'll spot you a pint, mate. Seeing as you're gonna look after Spring. Remember your oath, Karrell. Remember.
I remember.
Did you say you're buying?
Yeah, I'll get first round in, eh?
Well, thank you, but
I'd like to head to the Oasis,
Most
please.
generous.
Okay. The guardsmen, by the way, the whole time, the guardsmen have kind of been on guard duty. They've been like wandering around the market, keeping an eye on you all, and they're all in sort of. They haven't got their weapons ready, but they're all like in defensive positions. They're clearly, at work the whole time. As you head inside the Oasis, and as the doors open, Canni, the drinking hole is revealed. And the doors release this billowing cloud of pungent smoke, a strange mixture of incense and io and obscura, with undertones of cheap alcohol and stale sweat. There's a handful of figures that are blocking your entry at first, dressed in an assortment of furs, hides, bones, and some conventional clothing. Similar to the man that you saw buying fuel when you first arrived here. It's improvised armour. They have strange, cobbled together weapons. And there's 5 of them. It looks like they're heading out as you're heading in. And they pause for a moment. And they're eyeing up your group. You see their eyes dance across the weapons that you each carry. And they seem to take particular interest in Canni and Slab. And then a couple of them step back and to the side, clearly not wanting to tangle with these 2 big chaps. And they gesture for you to enter rather than pushing past you. Clearly, they aren't in a hurry to squabble with you in the doorway.
Good.
As you head inside, these guys leave once you're inside.
Nice helmet, mate.
He says something to you. You don't understand the words.
Yeah, same to you, pal.
And then there's music playing in here.
Ba, 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 ba. No.
Would have been so easy, wouldn't it? Music plays from crude Vox speakers mounted high on the walls. The whole place is constructed from huge stacked blocks of ferrocrete, cables and lights and assorted other objects of decoration that are made of scrap metal and broken devices that have been welded together. They hang from the walls and ceiling. It's a strange way to decorate such a place. Furniture is made of crates, barrels, and boxes. There's a couple of chairs here and there, but they look like they've been ripped out of a vehicle or something. There's a handful of patrons here. There's a man and a woman sitting together in one corner, drinking. They look quite deep in their cups. At the bar, there's a young lady in a leather duster with her sleeves rolled up. She peers at you briefly as you enter the room through a pair of cracked photo goggles and then goes back to smoking her IO stick. There's a table in the centre of the space with a man in the robes of the Mechanicum, another in the brown robes of the Ecclesiarchy, quite an elderly-looking man, and there's a large woman sat with them. She looks like she's quite strong, quite muscular, but she's also got quite a chunkiness to her, rotundness, we shall say. One of her eyes is augmetic. It looks like these three have just finished a meal together. There's dirty plates and glasses on the table. The large woman's exposed forearms and upper chest are covered in tattoos featuring aquillas, military designs. Resting on the table next to her is a large warhammer, which is connected to a pack on her hip by a thick cable. And she turns and eyes each of you quite quickly. It's quite obvious that she's, it's like a threat assessment. She looks you all over and then she goes back to a conversation with these two men. Across the other side of the bar, a dusky-skinned woman cleans down a table, a large table, before carrying away a tray piled high with dirty plates and used mugs. And from the bar, this gruff voice calls, and you see this man, thick-set, muscular man with a belly that's going to flab. He looks like he might be in his 50s. He's got a short brown mohawk. The back half of his head is covered with a metal plate, and there's a patch of metal around his left eye as well. His left arm is augmetic, and his right is covered in puckered scars, suggesting some sort of cybernetic plugs have maybe been installed at some point and been removed. There are two large, transparent cylinders of amber liquid attached to his back, and he squirts a foaming jet from one of these with a wand similar to what you've got Canni for the water into a metal mug, and he hands it to the young lady at the bar. And he clocks you all entering. He says, "Afternoon, lads and lasses. Always nice to see new faces, providing those faces don't want no trouble, of course." And he points to the corner where this table's just been cleaned down. He says, "Table's just become available. You're in luck. Take a seat. Michika will be with you in a few. Take your orders. Shitter's over there." He points to a heavy bulkhead-style door in the corner of the room. As he does this, a door opens up behind the bar, and a face peeks out of the darkness, peers around the bar before emerging slightly into the room. There's this young woman. She's dressed in a very skimpy outfit. She's got this shock of fading green-dyed hair. Her face is heavily made up in the style of a hive noble. She says, "Have you gone, Jared?" The guy turns to her and says, "Yeah, girl. You're gone. You can come out now. Please make your way into the oasis."
Where'd you go?
Oh, what's your name, pal? You're the owner of this fine establishment. Name's Canni.
Kenny, nice to meet you. Jared.
We don't want no trouble.
No, we don't want no trouble here. No.
Yeah, we're just peaceful people We just want to have a drink, friendly like, pally pally.
Sweet drinks we could do. A bite to eat maybe if you're hungry.
Canny's gonna look at the the cooking trolley that he's got and all the meat. He's gonna go,
Yeah, we could do with a meal.
I'll take a seat. I'll send Michika over. Finbar is knocking up a lovely batch of fish stew right now. He's got some other meats, assorted meats from various critters out in the wastes. I'd love to tell you more about them, but I ain't got a fucking clue where they've come from. But he ain't killed anybody yet that's been eating it. He says, we've got ale, we've got clear. What would you rather?
Well, I'm more of an ale man.
I'll look around to the rest of my group and say,
What are you having, guys? Ale or clear?
Clear, please.
Karrell.
Ale, I guess.
Ale. Yeah. I'll have an ale and a clear.
And we've got here Spring and Agatha.
Ladies, Slab, I mean, you're gonna take some fucking drink, you, mate. I'm not sure I'm gonna regret offering around, aren't I? Oh, fuck. Big ale for the big man.
Spring says.
And who else we got? We've got Spring and Agatha.
Spring says, yeah, I'll have an ale. She's still being a bit coy, keeping a distance from you, Canni. Agatha says, an ale would be lovely. Thank you, Canni.
Sure. I'll get a round in. I'll offer Ted an ale as well because I'm sure he's still with
Yeah,
us.
he'll probably take one.
I'm sorry, Agatha. Forgot to ask if you needed anything in that shopping frenzy we just had.
Yeah, do you want a heavy stubber, Agatha?
She says, oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I
How
have
about-
everything I need. Thank you very much.
I tell you what, though, Agatha's best cook. You'll enjoy cooking in the morning. Is that right, Agatha?
Well, I mean, has she tried my squab on a stick, though?
She says, she says, I have not, Canni, but I would be most intrigued to.
Yeah, it's just got just the right amount of salt.
Oh, that's very true. That's very true.
Not too much,
So,
but yeah, just enough. It's a bit of an art, you see. The seasoning.
Yes, I'm
so
sure.
fellas,
What's that, mate?
Sorry, I interrupted there. I was holding back. But now I've got your attention. I was gonna say, what's your plans from now? Where do you want me to take you? And what's the plan on going somewhere else or nowhere?
Well, the problem is we don't know where all our mates are, but I think we need to go back to the hive. I mean, surely that's where they are. We've got to go back to Desleum. That's where we need to be. How far is it, Mr. Silas? Is it far?
Ooh, how many days was it, Dave?
It's been getting on for 2 days. It's about 800 kilometers away.
It's about 2 days. About 2.5 days drive. Depending on if the terrain's good on the way past. I do have a few routes, but yeah.
Yeah.
But as you say, on the way back, I like to take a different route every time because you don't know if there's treasure in there. Yeah.
I'm all about the treasure, mate. I'm all about the loot. Yeah, you've got my attention, Silas.
Well,
yeah, let's do
I'm
that.
searching for is architect, and Bronner's character probably would have a bit of bite in by now. But
and there's the thing, Silas. You want to take us back? You want payment? That's all well and good. But we want to earn our keep. Maybe now we've got a big squad full of big hard fellas. Maybe we can do, maybe we can acquire treasure that would be more difficult if you didn't have a fucking crack team of killers at your back. Yeah. You know what I mean? Some architect, it might be heavily defended. Yeah. Maybe there's opportunities for both of us.
all right. I will give it room for negotiation, but my fee will be 25 gold minimum.
Yeah,
You'll
get your gold, Silas. Don't you worry.
But that's considering we do some jobs together. I have to gain your trust, Canni. I can't just throw in. That's how, being by myself has kept me alive.
We
Now
fought
I
together,
find
Silas.
myself.
Don't be like that. We fought together. We've looted
I
couches
fought-
together.
Honestly, Canni, yeah, I appreciate that sentiment. But I say to you, I fought with a lot of people as well. I'm a little bit older than you, and I've probably had 20 more years dodging, ducking, weaving, and diving to try and keep myself out of trouble than you have.
Yeah. Can't trust no fucker.
Exactly. So you've always got to have your own agenda. You can acquiesce.
Yeah, I
to
get
my
it. I get it.
request, can't you? Yeah.
I understand. I understand. But don't you worry.
All right then.
Sure,
But
we can
let's.
find
I would
something that
like
works for
us to actually earn each other's trust as we go through this, because I trust you a bit. But
Well,
you
you
don't
trust
know
me
and
enough
we
to eat
don't
my
know you.
job. Well, I know you well enough. I mean, I know you
I watched
a
you
clean
cook.
man.
I watched you cook it.
I know
It
you
was
well
good
enough.
stuff.
I mean, we've fought together. We've looted together. I've cooked you a squab. What more do you want?
I love it when Canni just
So
gets
is-
randomly angry.
there is always plenty more to give. So
Yeah. Let's have a drink together, and maybe we can. We'll be the best of
Alright.
friends. I promise
I'm
you.
gonna hold my clear up. And try and tap glasses with you.
Cool. I'll hold up both my drinks and tap the clear and the ale with you.
And then I'll
To a
neck my
profitable
clear.
future.
And I'll slam them back as well.
Profit. Oh, sorry, wrong
To
voice.
profit.
So profit, are we Ferengi
Aye.
now? Okay, I'll drink to that.
You
and,
called it. You called it.
Yeah, and I shall
To
light up
profit,
my
sir.
obscura
Profit.
pipe afterwards. Oops.
All right. You do that. I'll light up a cigar. And I'll smoke that.
Okay, so anyone who's having more than one drink, please make a carouse test at plus 30.
Okay, I'd like to
I'm
take
gonna-
2 drinks and an obscura, please.
Okay. So
I'm
yours will be
only
minus
having
20,
one
plus
drink.
20. Yeah, you don't have to make a test. Though.
Another one.
Oh, well, it's only because, like, unless Alan's going to buy me more drink, and then I would.
Oh, no, you. I'll play with. I mean, I don't actually know how expensive that round was, Dave. I don't know if you've told me. I've not taken any money off.
Call it 7 thrones.
Okay. I'll use a fate point to not get pissed, please, Dave.
Okay.
I've been using fate points very
Fine.
excellently this game. Okay, so I'll say
Yeah, we'll have a few. Don't you worry, mate. Don't you worry. I'm in the chair.
sorry. How many thrones you say? Sorry, Dave. I missed
7.
that. 7. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so has anyone got a better idea than just go back to Desilium? I mean, I don't know. We have to try and get in touch with Vanetta. She'll know what to do.
So, I mean, Spring Pipes up says, I mean, we could go back and, the Posh Bird, Siegfried was staying with them and they were going
Oh,
out to
yeah.
dinner, right? So
Yeah.
just contact the Posh Bird, yeah?
Well, yeah, but they're not going to fucking talk with us. We're a bunch of fucking chavs.
Well, speak for yourself. They might speak with...
How about we,
Who would they speak with?
She points at Karrell. This is a lawman, isn't he?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, if we go to Tower Pagny.
And anyway,
I don't know. It's I've never been that far up high. You see, it just doesn't seem.
Oh, it's lovely, Cat.
I mean, it's not for people like us. You see, it's not. We're not welcome there. Everyone knows that.
well, you know what you lot was saying about protection. There's a few protection rackets operate down the waste down here. Guarding the deities. We took them out. We could operate our own protection racket out here in the waste, trade, and get the cream of the spoils. What do you say?
Oh, so, I said Silas, mate. No, I mean the waste. I mean it's nice and all, but we've got there's things waiting for us. There's things waiting for us in the hive. We've got to get back to Vanessa.
You said you'd Give me some heavy spot,
Oh,
didn't he?
oh no, no, also, so hold on. Maybe I misunderstand. Maybe I misunderstand. I thought you were on about setting up here in the waste, like permanently. That's not what I'm about. Are you
Well,
on about like what do you mean exactly? Like you want to rough
I
some
kind
fuckers up?
of was making us have a base here just for a while.
I mean, the way it's a waste, mate. It's shit. It's shitter than Down Hive. I mean, come on. Let's get back. I mean, come on. Let's have some standards here, Silas.
Half phobic.
Yeah, I mean, it's just. I think we've got to get back to the hive. That's what I think. What does everyone else
All
think?
right. All right.
I'm gonna look to these other guys.
Spring,
Back
Look around
to
the
the hive.
table.
Spring says, I mean,
Yeah, I
we
mean-
got a job to do, ain't we?
Yeah. What's the job? What's our job, Spring?
Well, you know, we've got to find this fell off bloke, ain't we? That's what we're being paid.
Oh
to do.
yeah. But what happens if we didn't have to do that? I mean, what happens if
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I
don't know, but that's probably.
Mesmeron? I mean, I would imagine if we don't do that, then it's campaign over, isn't it? I mean, I don't know where the words came
Dave,
from.
I'm not. No, I'm not. Spring, you misunderstand me. Of course I want to go back to life. I don't want to fucking live in the waste. I'm not a fucking scum. I mean, it's just I'm just thinking that maybe Mesmeron. I mean, maybe she. What happens if she don't come back? Then we don't have to do what she says. Maybe we can find our own way, Spring. Maybe we can.
She'll come back.
Maybe we can be happy without her. She's not fucking coming back.
She's coming back. Then
Yeah,
you
maybe
all
she-
hear a
maybe.
voice in your heads, in your comm beads at once that goes, Inquisitor Antonia Mesmeron is not coming back.
Is that Alyssa?
Is that you, Alyssa? Is that you, Alyssa? Is that you, Alyssa?
The servitor twitches a bit and turns towards you and says, Yes, and also no. I am not Alyssa. I am a fragment of Alyssa's consciousness. Ted here, and she gestures with the flamer hand, has installed me into this body so that I may be of assistance to you while you are discombobulated from your home.
All right, that's fucking great. I've missed you, Alyssa. I'm sorry I didn't play when I meant to. I mean, we'll get round to that, right?
Oh, I wouldn't worry. I don't have enough of Alyssa's memories to be offended or concerned in any way that you've neglected her, but she is angry with you.
Yeah, I'll burn that bridge when I come to it.
Everyone make an
Alyssa's
awareness
fragment.
test at -10, please.
So what do you know where everyone else is, Alyssa? Do you know where Vanessa is?
The last thing that Alyssa knew of Veneta, she was heading up Hive with Gaius, Hannibal, and Siegfried to attend Lady Pagny's birthday dinner. Alyssa was tracking their vehicle. It flew to Navarrete Spire and then returned to Lady Pagny's suite later that evening. As far as Alyssa is aware, they are all still there in Lady Pagny's suite of rooms.
Yeah. Well, that's decided then. Alyssa Fragment. We're going back to Tower Pagny. Well, has anyone else got a better idea? I'm going to look round, but there's also an element of threat as he looked around.
Karrell, can you give me an awareness test, please, at -10?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed the -10, but I think I still.
Yeah, you
oh, no.
still passed just.
Still failed. Oh no, I still passed accurate.
Okay. As all this conversation's going on, you're talking to Alyssa's puppet, I suppose we can call it, and Slab and Canni. You can't help but notice that these three figures at this central table, this priest, this Mechanicus guy, and this woman here, they're not listening in as such, but you can't help but notice that they seem to occasionally glance at Canni, and you're fairly certain you clock a couple of them whispering to each other while eyeballing Canni, almost like they're talking about him.
So I heard. I saw that, didn't I?
Yep, you and Slab.
I'd like to make eye contact. If they're eyeballing me, I'd like to eyeball them back quite pointedly.
Okay.
With no, showing them exactly
what I think.
The Mechanicus guy, like you see him eyeballing you, but then he turns away pretty quick, so you can't really make eye contact with him. He's got his back to you. But the priest, he's looking at you, and there's like a bit of a confused look on his face. But when you start eyeballing him, and you know you're quite a scary-looking person, he quickly like breaks away. But occasionally there's like a little glance as he realises you're looking at him. The woman's not so easily intimidated. She holds your gaze for just a couple of seconds, and then she just raises her mug of ale and nods her head to you and takes a sip, and then turns and continues a conversation.
I'll take a draw from my obscure pipe, make the eye contact, and say,
Yeah, they're not gonna fucking do nothing.
Do you say that loud enough for them to hear?
yeah, certainly. Canni doesn't whisper.
And as you say this, she very pointedly turns her gaze back on you and just makes it very obvious that she's watching you.
Yeah. Canni doesn't like the fact that she's not so easily intimidated, so he's gonna, he's not gonna let that on, but he doesn't like it, and he's gonna look away and he's gonna say,
Yeah, anyone else hungry? So we'll go back, Spire Pagny. Yeah, well, fucking everything we made right. We're gonna make it all right. We haven't fucked everything.
and I'm gonna slam my hand down on the table.
We haven't fucked it up. We can still salvage this shit show.
Meanwhile, on that note, that's a good segue. Thank you for that, Alan.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Meanwhile, 800 kilometers northeast and a couple of 100 meters down, Gaius, Siegfried, Veneta, and Hannibal. They were gangers. Some low-level, low-life, low-hive, low-born scum, probably scavenging for whatever they could steal from the carnival. And word travels fast down here in the low places of Hive Decilium, so close to and sometimes beneath the planet's crust. In the darkness, where whispers can seem much louder and travel much faster. They were poorly equipped, these opportunist raiders, no match for trained throne agents, even those that were still wearing last night's fancy dresses and suits. Hannibal killed 3 with a single grenade and shot the chainsword from the hand of another. Trantia and Seraph fought side by side, blades whirring. Gaius strode forth, taking cover behind a tent, encountering a large, ugly, possibly mutant woman who clumsily swung a homemade flail at him. Gaius responded by stripping the meat from her leg with Siegfried's flexible serpentine blade, killing her instantly. Veneta riddled 2 chaps with the heavy multi-laser she had purchased on her way down here before switching to Trantia's borrowed rifle, putting a hole through the head of the last ganger who was fleeing for his life. She gunned him down in cold blood. Pench spent the whole fight cowering in fear under a cart. He doesn't often leave the mansion. In fact, this might be his first time outside its walls since you met him, and he's been through a bit of an ordeal this last 24 hours, all truth be told. He's been taken to a fancy restaurant, grilled by Veneta. He encountered Lord Eldon, and then the chef through whom Felroth Gelt spoke. And now he's getting shot at by gangers in a carnival. And he's been acting a little odd since last night, when he theorized that Mesmeron was dead. He could no longer feel her in his head, he said, and Trantia and Seraph said they felt this too. The absence of a presence they had not been aware of until it was gone, they said. And Siegfried, what did Siegfried do in this fight? Very little, as a matter of fact. He's been off his game since last night, since the meal in the restaurant, since Pench announced that Mesmeron was dead. Could Siegfried be suffering from a bout of ill luck, or perhaps it was something more? Tell her, we need her. The twisted, lumpen woman with lank, greasy hair had said to him so long ago. Why didn't you tell her? She said about a month ago. Siegfried experienced these strange visions.
We always forget.
Siegfried had experienced strange visions when he looked at the portraits of Inquisitor Mesmeron. But he had seen this strange, twisted, lumpen-backed woman in visions a number of times. Persephone. That was her name, wasn't it? Yes. Anyway, afterwards, after slaughtering all these poorly trained, ill-disciplined gang scum in this place where so very much blood has already been spilled of late, this carnival, you headed to the shanty town, Trantia leading the way, passing through the portal to the mansion, and perhaps unsurprisingly, nothing happened. Well, in regards to the door leading to the mansion, at least nothing happened. What was maybe a little bit more surprising, and what definitely did happen, was the sudden eruption of gunfire. A sniper that gave Trantia yet another extra whole pause for Johnny.
It will not be wasted.
Dropping the psyker to the ground. Gaius spotted the shooter, exploding the man with a borrowed bolt pistol. The second sniper was still out there somewhere. His shot should have ended Venetta, but fate somehow lent a hand, saving the girl in the red dress as the shanty town began to be chewed up by heavy weapons fire. And in the midst of the chaos, with bullets whizzing blindly through the shack, Dr. Pench strode forth. Suddenly unafraid, he levelled the pistol borrowed from Neus and fired, putting a neat hole through the face of the second sniper in cover 20 metres away in the dark. It was not the sort of shot one might expect from a medical professional, one who's usually off his tits on a cocktail of drugs. It was a soldier's shot, a marksman's precision. And then the temperature dropped, a familiar greasy feel in the air, and with a resounding crash, the wall of the shanty house was smashed inwards by the pig beetle things that graze outside, hurled through the air by an unseen force. Neus dragged Hannibal to the deck, out of the line of fire. They enjoyed a little moment of closeness. The Katjan spotted a shooter through the freshly opened gap in the wall, taking the man out with a grenade, fired from a prone position. Seraph bellowed for blood, rushing from cover like a berserker, with little regard for her own safety, swinging wildly with her blades at the man in the armour and uniform of a pressure point mercenary. Fucking pressure point. Will these clowns ever leave him alone? What did they want? Well, they made that quite clear for once. They wanted Siegfried. Come out one at a time, toss the weapons. We just want Von Morton. Is that it? All these months, all these times you've encountered them, was it Siegfried they were after each time? They ambushed you on the road after you stole a truck. That was Spring's idea. Baz had hired some of you to steal a Cargo 6 from him, from a facility that was crewed by members of Pressure
I love
Point.
Cargo 6, so good episode.
That was surely a coincidence, though, right? Before that, back on Scintilla, Siegfried and Gaius had encountered Pressure Point mercs guarding Lord Hilaris's factorum, where the illegal MIUs were being manufactured. There had been a team of Pressure Point mercs living here in the carnival at one point. They had been slaughtered, torn limb from limb by someone or something.
Penny, these guys.
Otto had hired them to guard a chest full of coin that you stole from the carnival folk. Pressure Point also guarded the Ornithopter rental facility where Venetta hired the vehicle that took you to the mountain. They turned up when Von Morton's shuttle crashed a few days ago, when Neus came to your rescue. And then, of course, the last outing of Spring's Crime Club, as you fled the precinct that you raided for armoury and evidence. Military vehicles and aircraft had arrived, not painted in the colours of the Decilium in Velut. Were they also Pressure Point? So all this time, all these encounters, have any of them been random chance? Blind bad luck? Or have they all been about Lord Siegfried von Morton? No, that wouldn't make any sense, would it? Gladstock sent Gaius and Siegfried to Dramar, to Lord Hilaris's factory. Baz sent you to steal the Cargo 6. Spring had the idea to steal the truck. The ones in the Ornithopter yard had not bothered Venetta. They'd let her walk through as she hired her vehicle. The ones in the carnival were here when you first got here, and they'd even been friendly. They'd even taken your money when Otto hired them. What about the ones that brought down Von Morton's shuttle? Surely that was no coincidence. What are the ones that responded to the raid on the Sanctuary Precinct? Why was a mercenary group responding to a raid on an Arbeits precinct? Such questions will have to wait, however. Now is not the time. Between Gaius, Hannibal, and Pench returning fire and Seraph stabbing one of the mercs through the throat, you made it quite clear you weren't interested in their offer of surrender, of turning Siegfried over. But Siegfried was considering it. He could turn himself in, he yelled over the gunfire. He could learn what they wanted him for, and the rest of you could come and rescue him later. You do, after all, have tracking devices implanted in you. It was a plan, certainly. But was it a good plan? Perhaps plan is the wrong word. Perhaps it was just an option. Siegfried crawled over to Trantia. She was losing a lot of blood. She was going pale, sliding into shock. She is a fucking bullet magnet. It seems that fate may have it in for the witch of Valon-Ur. Fate. It is a funny thing, is fate. It implies the existence of some great outside force, like a god or other external influence that has willed something to happen. Something predetermined. Something that one has no control over. Fate marks some of us for greatness and others for lesser things. Sometimes fate can leave its mark upon us. Sometimes those marks can be physical. They can be seen with the naked eye, such as the chalice-shaped scar on Trantia's shoulder that Siegfried sees now as he has before. But sometimes fate is simply the result of one's own choices, cause and effect, actions and consequences. Sometimes one chooses one's own fate with a single decision which leads to a shootout in a rickety shantytown, a shootout in which one's girlfriend is bleeding out, a shootout which is about to get very, very messy. 11 months earlier, two men stood before a door to an ancient tomb in a hidden valley on another world. Half a dozen bodies lay in a pile to one side. Of the two men still standing, the victors in this deadly skirmish, one is a dark-skinned native of that world. He's trying to coerce his huge, hunchbacked canine mount, his dust dog, to eat the bodies of the dead. Meanwhile, the other man, his companion, a tall, shaven-headed off-worlder, stares down at the face of a dying woman, a woman he has just gut-shot. He enjoys little moments like this, watching the life drain from his victim's eyes. It's a very personal, intimate moment. She gasps, this woman, her breath coming in ragged gulps. Such a pretty thing she was, although she does have the telltale, too-taut skin, the almost genderless quality of too much rejuve treatment. Her killer, the man standing over her, knows her. Not well, but he's seen her around at social functions and court events. She is a woman from his homeworld. She's the daughter of a noble house, a rival to his own house. Her name is Celessa de Voord. And he, Lord Siegfried von Morton of Granithor, is her killer. And 11 months ago he watched the light in her eyes fade as she died on Iacanthos.
With no small measure of satisfaction, I must say.
Was that the ambush in the first mission?
Yeah, like fucking literally 5 years ago to the
That was
5 years ago to the week.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Have you
Wow.
been to
The
Mum's game
divorce.
I'm pleased I slightly remembered her name. After 5
She's
years.
5 years.
If
We've
you
been
remember-
playing 5 years, guys.
Yeah.
My god.
If you remember, you went looking.
We've been playing longer than
for-
5 years if we go back to the old original Dark
Yeah.
Heresy, because this one was a spin-off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. This, if you
Yeah, but
remember,
that was with Dick, wasn't it?
yeah, that was Dick and Siegfried.
Dick and
went
Dick
looking
Siegfried
for,
show.
went looking
I
for
can't wait to
a
get-
tomb, a hidden tomb, and found this woman there and murdered her, and then tried to claim the tomb in Siegfried's own name, even though he was supposed to be
Yeah, I'm
dead.
aware. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah, I'm aware of that one. I'm aware of that bit.
Yeah. So anyway, The Devards will take revenge upon the Von Mortons in the weeks to come. They will kill them all, even the children, even the servants, even the
pets.
family pets.
Unbelievable. That's the worst bit.
And as he did then, as he watched Celeste Devord die, now, here, in the present, Siegfried stares down into the face of another pretty, dying noblewoman. Trantia gasps. Blood speckles her lips. She coughs. Splattering your face, Siegfried. She reaches out for you. Her hand shakes. Pench! Calls Von Morton over the cacophony of heavy weapons fire and the zip thud of hard rounds rattling around in the shanty house. Pench! He yells. Fate does indeed weave a very tangled web, Lord Von Morton, and you always reap what you sow. And next time we will pick up with that fight.
Cool.
And we'll call it there.
Cool.
Awesome.
Good game. Good game, Dave.
Good session. Yeah,
Good session, guys.
Really
Yeah,
enjoyed that.
enjoyed that one quite a lot, I have to say.
Yeah, it's good.
Really enjoyed it. Good stuff, man. That was cool.
Yeah, but I don't know why shopping's so good at games, but I like that last bit was really great as well. But
There was quite a lot of RP in that one. It was shopping and there's quite a good chunk
Yeah.
of RP in that one. It was nice to get into.
I like the.
I like that. Go on.
I like the fact that shopping in my game's quite an easy experience. Shopping in Alan's game just deteriorates into a massive argument.
Well, it's only every time, Dave.
I know. With the 5 session long
time.
shopping session. No, we'll
Yeah,
buy the
I tried-
milk.
I didn't
We want the full fat milk.
I tried
You know
to
what-
break
you
it
know
up
what
with
the difference is,
a
Dave?
military tribunal.
I know what I can see the difference in that though. There's one factor which is key.
What's that?
You're not part of the shopping mission when you're the GM.
No, I'm not. What are you trying to say? That I'm a peacemaker, so when I'm in the group, I'm keeping the peace.
What I'm
I'm
trying
out
to
of
say
it.
is like
You know,
when Dave's in the game, he wants to.
He's the
be
all right. Okay,
chaos.
he's antagonist. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So Dave's you're not saying I'm not the
yeah.
teammate. You're saying Dave's the antagonist. Is that what we're
I
saying?
don't know what you're getting
Oh
at.
no, you both
I mean-
are. You both are.
Oh, it's a bit of column A, a bit of column B, is it?
When we all